welcome back to another episode of Enter the Nerdom. I'm here with co-host
Stan Morncini.
Hey, party people, it's Watson Bradshaw.
And I am obviously Chad Cook.
Obviously.
Chad
Cook.
Chad Cook, formerly known as the Guggenheim.
The Guggenheim.
Yeah.
Like the museum?
Yeah.
Why are you formerly known as?
Because I used to hold a lot of old artifacts, but, you know, and I walked in spirals a lot.
Are there a lot of spirals at the...
Yeah, the Guggenheim,
famous
walk up, it's architecture.
That's right, yes.
Some say I inspired the guy who...
Oh, you did,
yeah.
It's interesting how since the Guggenheim was built way before you were born.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you know how people live multiple, many lives, you know? That was past life.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't just... I was...
He just dropped his headphones on his head.
See, it's, anytime I talk about my past,
I get
a little dizzy.
Flashback.
Oh man.
So you were saying Guggenheim?
It's a Guggenheim. Yes.
Yeah. No, it was a hell of a time.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
See, you get very excited when he's
back in the Prohibition.
I think further back than that. I think.
Well, New York didn't exist then. So.
New York didn't exist.
Not New York. I know.
It was New Amsterdam back then.
That's right. Oh man. So a lot of stuff has come out since Chad was last in the Guggenheim.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let's just dive right into it. I guess the biggest thing that has recently come out, and it just came out yesterday.
Yep.
So spoilers for anybody who
big spoilers.
Although I don't really think there's so much to spoil, but the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that just recently dropped.
Yep, just dropped.
Watson and I saw it last night. Chad, did you see it?
I did not see it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be seeing it tomorrow.
Like we said, there's not a ton to spoil because there's really not much of a plot to it.
No.
This is another episode of
it's a 2.5 hour long episode of Mandalorian, basically, which we all knew that's what it was going to be.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to be anything crazy or mind boggling. The only thing was, when we got out of the theater last night, I was talking to Watson about this, and I was like, the only thing I knew what it was going in, just a 2.5 hour long episode of the Mandalorian. I was fine with it. Fine. But the only thing that I was hoping that we would get, which we did not get, which I'm a little disappointed in, is more backstory on Grogu.
Yeah,
like,
it's really...
Who is he? Like, is he Yoda's kid, or Yoda and Yato's kid, or is he related to them in some way? I don't even care if he is or if he isn't. I don't care. It doesn't really... I would actually prefer that he wasn't. He just happens to be one of their race.
Right.
Because we all know in the Star Wars lore that Yoda's race, we don't even know what their name is, is very strong with the Force. There's very few of them. So is this just happens to be that they have kids? His race has kids every couple hundred years, or we don't know.
We don't know.
We didn't get,
does he talk? He
doesn't talk in this.
Jeez.
Which I was okay with it. It's fine.
I would have put money that they were going to get him to say something.
This is the way.
He's over 50 years old.
Yeah.
How is he not talking yet?
He's not talking
understand.
Yet. Well, we know
the fastest.
Yeah. Well, we know they age. We know they age very, very slowly, his race. Right. But he's obviously very important to the Jedi Order, because we see in the few flashbacks we've gotten, there was, as the Jedi Temple was falling, the Jedi sacrificed a lot to save him. 4 Jedi died defending him. And then they got him somehow out of the Jedi Temple. We don't know how. We don't know who smuggled him out. I was hoping to get all that, but we didn't get any of that.
No,
I don't know what this was really... There wasn't much. Talk about the plot. They were lacking.
Well, I mean, the plot's very much, it's a go fetch it story of just, Mando is being hired by the New Republic to round up Imperials.
Yeah.
There's still Imperial warlords that are out and about in the galaxy.
There's still whole divisions of stormtroopers out there. It's very strange.
I forget, is Moff Gideon still locked up or something? Or?
I think
he died. He blew. Yeah, he blew.
Oh, right, he did. Yeah.
I couldn't finish the third season because it was just not.
It wasn't great.
No. And so, that's the thing is, like, there's no real big bads. It's, Mando is hired by Sigourney Weaver, works for she's a colonel for the Republic, and she has a group of, ex-Imperials that she's sending him out on these missions to catch. And right off the bat, the start of the movie is this nice action sequence of him in the AT-ATs, like in the snow, and he's taking out an Imperial officer there. He flies back to the Rebel base, or not New Republic base, and they're like, well, good job. We really need this Imperial that we don't know what his face looks like, but the Hutts know him. So could you go visit the Hutts? Mm-hmm. And by the way, here is an exact replica of your old ship, the Razor Crest. Mm-hmm. We just so happened to find one from an Imperial officer who had like a stockpile of old ships. So hey, this is your kind of payment for going on these missions. Is hey, you like that old shiny ship from the first season? Well, it's back, And he's like, oh, great, cool.
Which the Naboo fighter never made a whole lot of sense to me, but yeah.
I transport anything because it was kind of a hot rod idea.
It is, but you can't transport. If he's a bounty hunter, how are you supposed to transport any bounties in that?
Yeah, and clearly in this, they're like, well, he's got to be, he's going to be dealing with the Hutts. Like, we can't just have him in the small fighter,
right.
Well, when he had the Naboo, he really wasn't bountying.
No, he was done with that. Yeah,
yeah.
But that's the thing. I think I really I really wanted Grogu to stay with Luke,
and
I mean, I get it. Grogu is a big pull for the younger audience, and
right,
and he's the cute, adorable. But it's just like you could have taken the story so many other ways.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's like even had spinoffs, like had a Luke and Grogu spinoff. I'm like,
yeah.
You know how many people would watch that?
When the first season aired, when I really thought it was going to be like an anthology show with the title of The Mandalorian, because he's not just the only Mandalorian out there,
Mm-hmm.
So I figured like, oh, you could do a whole season on, what's her name? Blanked on the
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yeah. You could do a whole season on her, or a whole season on.
Well, they got that this third season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They just kind of like. I think they just panicked a bit because Grogu became such a big thing in terms of sales and stuff. They're like, oh, we got to keep that story going. And even second season, he gives them away, and he's not even gone for a whole season. He's back within Book of Boba Fett,
right.
So it kind of like it takes away a little bit of that. Like you want to earn that return, and you don't get to earn it. And that's kind of what I had problems with this movie going. Like when I was leaving it, I was like, what? Why is this bugging me so much? And it's because there is no shift from any of the characters from the start of the movie to the end of the movie. There's no progression. Mm-hmm. There's no change in the characters. Mando is the same guy from the start of the movie as he is in the end. Same with Grogu. There's no growth.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, it becomes a fetch him. So it's like they go to the Hutts who say, we'll give you the ID of the guy. If you
twins,
if you go pick up our nephew, who is Jabba the Hutt's son from Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if you remember from
Rada
the
the Hutt,
movie. Rada, yeah. So Mando then
played
goes
by Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, so Mando goes to go collect him so that he can get the information. And yet again, it's not much of a plot.
No. He gets Rada the Hutt, who's being used in gladiator pits.
Yeah.
And Rada, I actually liked the character Rada the Hutt. He was, he's like, hey, I'm not Jabba. I'm my own person.
I'm my own man.
I'm my own Hutt. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't mind. He's like, they're like, oh, because they were trying to tell Mando that he was being like held against his will and everything. Right. He's really not. He's like, likes to be in the gladiator pits. Because he's like, I get to be my own hero. They're cheering my name.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt's name is kind of, treated like dog shit.
Yeah.
So.
He has a contract. He just has to do one more fight, and he's gone. He's freed. But it's actually, he's being set up by the promoter of the fights to basically die because they're going to throw just a bunch of creatures at him. They're going to overpower him and kill him. And so he doesn't have any plans on freeing him. So Mando gets captured with him and thrown into the fighting pits with him. And that's what we see in the trailer. Look, the action sequences were good.
Yes.
They're pretty dope. And like we were talking about in the movie theater last night, whoever it is that's in the Mando suit, we all know it's not Pedro Pascal.
Right.
Not only because Pedro Pascal doesn't want to be in the Mando suit anymore, but also like...
Oh, it's like John Wayne's grandkid or
right,
something.
Also because, no offense to Pedro Pascal, but he is older than us. I think he's like 46, 47. He certainly does not move like a man in his late 40s.
Yeah.
You know, this person moves very fast, very good.
Right.
This is like probably a kid in his 20s or some shit.
Oh yeah, like some parkour guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I mean,
so the action sequences are good.
I wouldn't say people like in their 40s can't move that.
I'm not saying that.
It's just
all,
like, but I
don't write in. Don't send no letters.
Well, no, but I would just say Pedro Pascal in his roles, he probably hasn't done a lot of his action sequences.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but even if he could, it's just like, you know, I'm 44, so it's like it'd be harder for me to move now than it would be when I was like 24. You know.
Well, I mean, like
So,
there's people who are like Liam Neeson for a while. He was old. He was that old like years ago, and he was still doing some of those moves. And
Sure,
stuff
but he's
like
not wearing a Mando suit, so.
Right.
I mean, that's obviously because
it's different than like.
I'm just saying.
Well, I get what you're saying though, because there's like John Wick. Because Keanu
John
is
Wick
in his
is good,
50s,
yeah.
and
He's
he
moving.
does pretty much all the
In a
action
suit.
himself.
You know?
You know, there's no helmet on him, so
Right.
But it's a lot easier because you don't need
No,
Pedro
and
Pascal on
that's
set
fine
every day.
So I don't think anyone would expect, other than like little
Yeah.
kids who would think he's in the suit and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But that also, would you say after seeing this movie though, it's just a kids movie, or
To an extent, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's although there are some pretty brutal kills when it comes to.
Yeah, I wouldn't like. I was thinking about maybe taking my kid to it. I don't think I would.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little too violent. Still,
Yeah,
for
it is
him.
pretty. The violence is pretty.
I
There's no
think,
blood, but definitely it's.
is there? Would you say there's? I mean, compared to the show, the amount of death, it's just like raised since.
It's probably about the same as the show, except that it happens a lot more frequently.
okay.
You know, like there's a lot of death on the show. He kills a lot of people and he kills a lot of droids.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it's spaced
just-
out and it's not.
Exactly, it's spaced
Yeah.
out. And this, he does it a lot. And it's like we were saying, John Wick. It's like John Wick levels of violence.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Like
Not
there's-
quite, not bloody, but
Yeah, like there's the sequence in the fighting pits. He take out like 6 or 7 different creatures and
Yeah.
stuff. And then he saves Rod the Hutt, and basically Rod's like, I don't want to go to my aunt and uncle because the twins they'll kill me because he has technically he's the heir to the throne.
Yeah.
right.
So Mando kind of goes, okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Are they on Tatooine? I didn't hear. I didn't.
No, they're not
they're
on
on the-
Tatooine. They're on
okay.
a
They're on the-
swamp planet.
I thought it was the Hut homeworld. I thought.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because they went through like Mando goes through and there's like multiple rooms of different.
Right.
Because I only
Huts.
asked because of the Book of Boba Fett. I was like, wouldn't Boba Fett be around if they
Right,
were
no,
on
it's
Tatooine?
not.
No, because
Tatooine at all.
Jabba was in charge of Tatooine.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
his
but
territory.
he was
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
at the end of Mando in one of the seasons. Or
Right,
something.
right.
No, it's a swampy style world.
Yeah, they didn't say what it was.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think, yeah. I thought it was the Hut homeworld, but
Yeah. It
might
could
not
have been. I mean,
yeah.
yet again, there's not a lot of meat on it. They
Nothing,
don't really
yeah.
go into specifics. It's just
Yeah.
like him jumping from planet to planet to planet.
Yeah. Get the thing to get the next thing to get
Right.
the next thing after that. It was that.
And then you find out the guy who was running the pit was actually the Imperial guy that he was looking for anyway.
Because Rada knows who he is.
Yeah. It was all very coincident. Like, it was
Right,
all very...
right,
it was a little easy. Like,
Exactly.
to figure it all out.
Right.
It's
So
just
he
like-
goes back. He captures the guy who's running the pits. He turns him over. And now the Hutts, of course, are pissed at him because he didn't fulfill their deal. So he gets a bounty. They send a bounty hunter after him,
Yeah.
who captures him. Grogu and the I can't remember what their names are.
Like the Papa Freak
the Baba Frick.
guys.
yeah,
There's
those
like
guys.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, baby, come
I've
on,
seen
baby.
it in the trailer.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
the
So
trailer.
they end up getting away with him, and then now Grogu has to go after Mandalorian.
Yeah, so
back to that planet.
Mando gets kidnapped by the bounty hunters, so
Yeah.
then Grogu, has to, put his little blaster on.
Yeah.
And,
And his little armor, and so he goes back. Mando is now captured by the Hutts. He gets sent into this pit of water that has the I've seen them before. I can't remember what they're called. They're like these water creatures.
Yeah, no, it's in the trailer, the
Yeah.
worm thing or whatever.
And then there's an actual worm after that
Oh,
he gets
okay.
away from, but it cuts him, and it's there.
yeah, it's
he's got
called
poison now.
the dragon snake
Dragon
or something
snake,
like that.
Yeah. So now he's but Grogu lands on the planet with the Babu Frick guys, but they have a tiny little ship.
Yeah.
He's already oversized.
Yeah.
Grogu's already oversized in the cockpit. So of course there's no way he can fit. So
Yeah.
they rescue him, but he tells them to go because he's not going to fit. he's poisoned, so he collapses, and now Grogu has to take care of him in this jungle. Which I didn't mind that part. Is like he's got to stand on his own. Which I was like,
it was a good sequence. It was like a 20-minute chunk where it's just Grogu and his perspective.
And it comes down to how much, because we've seen throughout the series and some parts of the movie that it's been Mando training him to kind of be on his own, to be a Mandalorian on his own. He's not going to be a baby his whole life. Also. So he has instilled in him some form of independence, and so he does use it to an extent in this movie, which I was okay with. I was like, all right, I know you thought it went too long.
I mean, it could have been cut down a little bit, like. We talked about there's a the Grogu trying to get fish for Mando, and there's like a random guy, like lizard guy, who's fishing and decides to help him out. It's like
some Cajun dude in the swamp,
but no real good reason.
He's hanging there. We only see him for that. He's the guy that's like, "Are you afraid?" "Oh, you should be," in the trailer.
Oh,
that's it. He's in the movie for like 5 minutes, but Grogu's been stealing fish from him. But the weird thing that we also talked about in this movie is that Grogu's force powers are
very
nerfed
inconsistent.
In this.
Very consistent.
Very inconsistent. Yeah.
Well, I think that's because he didn't finish his training with Luke. So.
Yeah, but to an extent. But we know that he can already levitate things on his own. So like when he's stealing fish from the guy, he's like sneaking up little by little, and he takes the fish. When we know he can levitate things towards him, like he was levitating the frogs.
He does it earlier in the movie with the bowl of thing in front of Sigourney.
Yeah.
He's doing the thing for the bowl of food. It's like. Why wouldn't he just do that with the fish?
Right, and we saw in the first season that he stops an entire wall of flame.
He's a little baby.
He stopped an entire wall of flame in the first one. And then, like, as he sees Mando getting kidnapped by this bounty hunter, and he's, like, being taken on a ship, and I turned to Watson, and I was like, if only he had the Force. It's just like fucking... Because we've seen he can force choke. He force choked Cara Dune. He could just force choke that guy. Like, there you go, And he force choked Cara Dune when they were arm wrestling. That's all they were doing. Yeah. He thought he was a threat. But now he's clearly a threat. And he's kidnapped his dad and taken him aboard a ship. He could just force choke the shit out of him, but it's like, come on.
Maybe they want to go too dark with that character. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, but
I really think they should age him up a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know Yoda's so tall, but like at least have him grow or
It's been a few years.
The cute thing was he was walking around in the jungle planet with a stick. That looked like Yoda's staff. Yeah, it did look like it.
It's just like like when you keep him that young and that silly or whatever, it's hard for him to grow in any way.
The problem with that is that again they've established that they grow so slowly.
No, and I get that, but
so
we don't know. Do they tell you how long it's been since the end of season 3?
No, it's maybe like it's not even. It can't be more than a year.
And I'm sure through all those seasons, he's had a couple birthdays or something.
Right.
I mean, it's just like
he's got to be 53 by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not a it's not a cartoon where it's like, oh, they're just play the same age all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like so I don't know, but it's cool that they want to go that route, but at some point they have to split, because if you want to make more properties, or if you want to continue with Grogu in some way, have him, make the decision to go back to the school. I don't know, because I would have loved the Jedi School show.
Yeah, that would have been dope, dude. And he rebuilds the Jedi Order.
Yeah, that's why I was like, now we can't.
Well, it was in the canon, but that got decanonized. So I don't know.
Who knows where they're at?
Wait, it got decanonized?
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, when she came in, she turned into legends. It's not canon anymore. And all the books, everything.
No. I mean, not everything, but a lot of stuff. No, but he still started the school in Kathleen's universe because
but that's what I'm saying. We don't know how much it got decanonized. Like, did he restart the Jedi Order? At some point he did, but is it the Jedi Order that is in the old novels? We don't know.
Well, no, but it's still...
But it's the one that Kylo Ren destroyed.
Kylo Ren,
exactly. So
that's what I'm saying.
So was Grogu there?
Exactly.
When Kylo Ren fucking murdered everyone.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, though, that... It's not. I mean, obviously those books are probably whatever legends, but there is still a Jedi school regardless.
Right, but what I'm saying is like it's not what we found in the books, because obviously in those books Kylo Ren didn't destroy the Jedi Order. Kylo Ren wasn't even a thing.
Well, no, I'm saying that doesn't matter because there was still a school.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but it's just we don't know where that went because they haven't explained it. We know where the old Jedi Order went that he rebuilt because that was in the books. But this Kylo Ren storyline where he destroyed it, we don't know what happened in between.
No, but like the in the show,
I know what you mean.
He's starting it,
Yeah.
And then by the time we get to Last Jedi, it's destroyed.
It's destroyed, I know.
So I'm just saying there was one in that time period.
I know what you're saying, but we don't know what happened. We don't know the story of that.
Well, I'm saying that's
all we know is it was started and Kylo Ren destroyed it. That's it.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they went the route, we would be able to follow that story of it being built. And you don't have to follow the old books. You could just make your own school. Like it doesn't have to, be.
No, I know. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just, we haven't got any backstory in that, so we have no idea what happened.
No, we don't. Those years that with Luke starting the Jedi Order before Kylo showed up, that we have no clue, how long it went by, how many students he had.
Nothing. Yeah, we got no information on that.
And it looks like we're never gonna get any answers to that.
And that's what I agree with you on that, Chad. Is if we could have gotten a different spin-off show of him restarting the Order, with Grogu in it or whatever, that would have been cool. But no, we didn't get that. Yeah, just like we didn't get any answers on who Grogu is.
Because he was obviously on whatever planet he was on with Grogu, and then Ahsoka showed up. So she's probably telling other Jedi or young, Padawans to go there and learn from him. So, and he seemed like he was recruiting people. So I'm just saying that's another show they could have done. Although they would have to digitally impose Luke's face on that actor. For however long. So that's the only downside, but. For that actor, because I would say because that guy did a good job, but it just sucked. Well,
wasn't it Winter Soldier?
No, it was
Sebastian Stan.
No, it was I forget the actor's name.
That's a fan cast.
That's a fan cast.
Because the guy, he looks just like him.
Yeah.
I mean, they still could do that.
They could do that. That'd be awesome. They recast it.
But it's just there's that, and then we could have explored more with Bo-Katan and other Mandalores, and then we could have explored with some of the other characters from that show. Obviously, they burnt the bridge with Boba Fett, and then they
big time, and then blew up the remains.
And then I hear inklings of Ahsoka season 2. I don't know when that'll happen.
That got postponed, I think, but they are still planning on doing it.
Yeah, pre-production, I think.
Yeah,
and it's just there's lots of opportunities they just haven't taken yet because they're banking on the Grogu thing.
Well, and that's the thing. I think it's kind of a product of its own success.
Yeah.
Is almost we don't want to mess with this formula because it's so successful now. We don't want to make him grow up because people like him as Baby Yoda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's screwing up your storytelling.
Yeah.
So I think that's why the numbers for this weekend for Mandalorian Grogu are really low.
Dude, the theater we were in last night was empty.
Yeah, I mean I think it's projected at maybe 80 million for an opening, which is the lowest of any Star Wars product.
Yeah, and this is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years?
Yeah,
8? I mean, that's
and
terrible,
no one seems to be into it. Nope. And I think it's that thing of just the story's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
there's no change in the characters, so it's why are we going to watch it?
I mean, I think they should have released this. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but I think they should release it on Disney Plus, and then the first movie back into theaters with Star Wars is the Ryan Gosling one.
Yeah, which is coming out next year.
Yeah, Starfighter. Is it called Starfighter? I forget.
I don't know if that's a working title, if that's still the title.
It's just
also
start fresh, nothing connected to anything else, and then go from there.
And Starfighter, from what I don't know where in the Star Wars timeline it's set.
I forget.
I have no idea.
I thought it was
after Rey.
I think it's after the new trilogy or something. Like that.
So yeah,
I could be wrong, but I think it is after.
I hope so. I hope they keep moving move the needle away from Return of the Jedi and everything.
Yeah. There's a whole galaxy out there. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and then like you said, there's so much great material in the legend stuff. We're talking all the comics and books that don't deal with any of the Skywalker storyline, which deals with smugglers and bounty hunters, and there's so much good stuff out there.
A lot of good stuff, yeah.
The new, I forget her name, Doctor.
Aphra.
Yeah, she was a fun character.
That's great. Yeah,
interactions with Darth Vader and things like that. It's the new characters they've been creating are great.
She was
but they don't
evil Lara Croft in a way.
Yeah.
And then she turned good, I think. At one point. But it's just they've made all these characters in their new lore, but they haven't pulled them in. They tried with Cad Bane, and I'm like, you better not have killed him off. He needs to be alive.
Sure
He's
seems
wearing
they did. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we talk about that too. Of like, in this movie, you got the Mandalorian going against other bounty hunters. They've got a plethora of great bounty hunter characters. Like where's Bosk? Where's Dangar? Where's like these characters that they could put into this movie to kind of bolster it instead of like these kind of faceless anonymous characters that really I had no connection with and I didn't care if he beat them or not.
And then at the end, he goes to the Hutt planet to rescue. Rescue. Yeah, so he goes to rescue Rada, get back at the Hutts because he says that they're not going to leave us alone, so we got to fight. So him and Grogu attack the Hutt
Home
lair.
base.
Whatever.
Home tree.
Yeah, and they're surrounded by battle droids, which are pretty cool. It was like
that was cool, like,
like
the
chunks of battle.
remnants of,
It was like different heads on different bodies, and like they're all like
Yeah.
they have like armor, and they're wearing like cloaks and shit. It
Yeah,
looked pretty
like
cool.
a couple of
but-
super battle droids were there, a couple of different types.
But that's it. It was just kind of a bunch of faceless, nameless battle droids that he kind of just goes through, and that was it. I mean,
that I'm sure that's for a rating thing of like you can have him destroy a bunch of droids,
Right.
and it doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly, because they're droids,
Or like even like CGI aliens,
Right.
whatever.
because Rada is being held by like his uncle and aunt, the twins, and he's being slowly tortured because I guess instead of just killing him, they just want to torture him.
Yeah.
now let me ask:
So-
was there any practical aliens in this?
I didn't see any.
It was all CG aliens.
It was anything all CG.
I mean the Baba Fricks and Grogu stuff was all puppets.
yeah, they're puppets. Yeah,
But there was
But
none
in terms
of
of like big aliens, no.
people with
Wow.
makeup. No, I didn't see
That's a
any.
bummer.
Even like the fight pit scene, it was all humans. It seemed it looked like all humans,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, he goes and there was a cool fight scene between Rada and his, and the twins, which is pretty interesting to see Hutts fighting.
Hut on hut action.
Hut on Hut, but sometimes they couldn't tell who's who. That's the problem,
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if they can move so fast.
Yeah, exactly. Rada is, definitely can, and he's all like muscular because the Hutts
he's
usually
doing like spin
really-
attacks.
Yeah, it's pretty, and they use their tail to hit.
Yeah.
So I mean that was cool. You
Yeah.
know,
I have one main question though. My last question on it.
Okay.
Was my boy Salacious Crumb in the movie?
no, he was not.
No crumb.
No, he was not. Man, he died on the.
No, he
transport.
survived.
No,
he survived.
No,
He's a survivor.
I know in
Laughter is the best
Star
medicine.
Wars
That boy
Tales.
can laugh.
Star Wars Tales at the comic book, I think he survived, but no, he didn't. I don't think. But Kathleen Kennedy decanonized all that, so it doesn't matter.
He didn't show up. He should have been in the Boba Fett show.
Yeah.
It was like when Boba's pulling himself out of the Sarlacc, you just hear,
And then he's a rival Kingpin against Boba Fett. That'd be great.
That'd be
Great.
sick. That'd be sick, dude.
And he's got like a mech body because he's small.
He's got
so
this huge, yeah,
he's like,
him
great.
and Bib Fortuna, yeah.
yeah.
or he's like hiding in a robot stomach like Krang. That'd be awesome.
That'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick. I'd be down for that. But yeah, I mean, he fights these two massive droids that are kind
Yeah,
of these,
that's-
those
Oh
are
yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
in the trailer. So.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
Everything's in
it
the
wasn't,
trailer.
You know,
Yeah, and I mean, there's just so much convenience of like,
yeah.
He needs weapons to fight the
Hutt
Hutts,
base,
and
yeah.
luckily there's a downed arms dealer ship there, so he's able to get all his weapons, including the rifle he had from season 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, hey, remember the rifle that rifle that was really cool? It's back again.
Mm-hmm.
Did they do any allusion to? I'm blanking on Apollo. I forget the actor's name all of a sudden.
I know you're talking
Carl
about.
Weathers.
Yeah,
character.
Carl Weathers. Yeah.
No,
No, he's not. No, they don't
I know his
mention
character died.
Yeah.
Right.
no, his character lived.
He
Yeah.
just died.
the actor,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I would think they would
the
give a little
character
tribute.
became like the leader of a planet.
Yeah, that's what it
Mhm.
was. Now I remember. He was in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
But yeah, I wish there wasn't that much of a. There was a couple of cameos. We saw Dave Filoni was in there as a X-wing pilot.
Yeah, he's. Martin Scorsese is the voice of one of the characters.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a brief scene where
They showed his name in the credits. I was
like,
like, Martin Scorsese's in this?
Yeah.
I was
How
like,
was
what the
how
hell?
was the score? Was it just the show score?
Oh, the
or
soundtrack's
was-
very good.
very good.
Soundtrack's very
I'd
cool.
say
Really
that-
cool when the action
yeah.
scenes happen. It's like a lot of techno music.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
planet by planet, there's kind of different vibes for the music.
Mhm.
So it's he goes to the fighting pit. There's this cool almost like
It's like acid, like electronic. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, and of the planets that you visited in the movie, would you say nothing looked repetitive? Like we haven't seen these before. Like they look new to you watching them.
I thought that when they went to the fighting pit planet, that was I thought that was what's the main planet?
Coruscant.
Coruscant,
Yeah,
but like
it's
one of
got
the
that kind of
slums.
vibe.
It looked like it. Yeah, but that was about
okay.
it. The jungle planet the Huts were on kind of looked like that to me. Dagobah, yeah. That's about it. I mean, it's because it's all CGI. Like there's not very practical sets, so it's like
Yeah, but nothing really. Yeah, you're right. Like nothing stands out of like a cool background for anything really.
Yeah,
even
the hut, lair where the twins are at, kind of just looks very generic cut.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think like. Because I love like in like Last Jedi they use that salt planet, the crate planet, which cool. I was like, that's really neat looking.
Yeah. Like Endor with the trees, and then you have in Empire of Hoth,
right?
Yeah,
and it's just like we repeat a lot in Star Wars, so it's just like I like to see what they create and you get that in Clone Wars and all the animated stuff. But I was just wondering if they tried that in this movie at all. Since he's a bounty hunter, that would give you an excuse too.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Not really.
But no, it was very kind of generic sci-fi planets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, nothing really stood out. Again, it was like I was just watching it on TV on Disney Plus. It was
there's nothing that really was like you have to see this on big screen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like you could watch this on Disney.
And
Plus.
I don't know if it was the theater. I'm not dunking on where do we go, Regal?
Yeah.
I'm not dunking on Regal or anything, but the sound didn't seem like it wasn't
right.
It didn't seem like movie theater quality. It was like I'm watching it.
The mix was off.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like crisp. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was theater. I don't know.
Now, if Regal picks us up, how would you rephrase that?
The sound was amazing and some of the best I've ever heard. And I would recommend everybody go to Regal, buck AMC, and can we have our money now? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was
cha-ching.
Yeah.
What?
Can we have our money?
Yeah.
I knew going in what it was going to be. Again, the only thing I was upset about that we just didn't get more backstory on Grogu. That's all I wanted. That's the only thing I didn't. I get it. I know what the Mandalorian is. I know it's like get the things, get the next thing.
Right.
But I was hoping for at least one flashback to the Jedi Temple and why he's so important.
And that's my thing is I feel like it's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. It's a very safe movie.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Like just very safe. We're gonna play this by the numbers. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have Mando do his thing.
Yeah.
We'll have one scene with Pedro without the mask.
Yeah. They had him for we had him for like 2 or 3 days
probably. Yeah.
He's got his mask off for like what, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then a nice convenient way to put it back on.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
It's like
it was weird because the Hutts capture him and they have they de-helmet him, which is like a huge defense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now we've shamed you for generations because we saw your face and enemy.
Well, like they got rid of that in the show because he takes the moment he took it off.
But then he had to go do a whole ritual to
yeah, exactly.
Right, and so it's like, I'm like, does he have to do the ritual again? But no, apparently there's a loophole to the rule.
Yeah, well, so the Hutts have his helmet, and they're like, oh, real Beskar armor is priceless.
Yeah.
So then he falls in the pit, and they have he survives the first wave of enemy in this pit. It's like, oh, you've entertained us. Here's your prize. They throw his helmet back down the pit. I'm like, didn't you say it was priceless? Yeah. Like,
also, you're trying to kill him.
You're trying to kill him.
Why would you give him armor?
Exactly. Yeah. It's whatever. I mean, obviously, Pedro's like, I got to go in about 10 minutes here.
I got to go film Secret Wars.
Yeah, it's like, give him his helmet back. Yeah,
I got 3 other movies come out this year.
Exactly, yeah. So that's why they're like, all right, give him his helmet back so he can go. It was just, and again, I wasn't expecting, fucking masterpiece from this thing.
Right.
The only thing I wanted was the Grogu backstory, and I didn't get that. So that's the only thing I'm upset about. That's it.
They really, kind of dropped the ball on a lot of the storylines that they did a lot of setup on.
Right.
In the Mandalorian and like Book of Boba Fett shows that I was like, oh, is this stuff gonna pay off?
Nope,
not at all.
Nope. And apparently this is it. They're not making any more shows, right?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any announcement or any Mando stuff. So. I know that their plan was to do a big crossover movie with Ahsoka and Thrawn. Thrawn. That we're gonna do a whole Rebels and all those characters were going to come together against Thrawn, so maybe.
So there's rumors that Filoni might bring heir to the trilogy heir to the
Empire,
sorry, trilogy into Frey. So I don't know how true that is. That's a lot of rumor talk going on.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool to see. I don't know how he would really do it.
Well, they still haven't announced who's going to take over from Kathleen Kennedy, right? Because she's out.
She's technically a producer, I think, and still in Lucasfilm. But yeah,
I thought she was retired.
So they said that she's still going to stay as a producer, but they're probably doing. They might be saying that just to be as a PR thing,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I don't know if she's officially gone or not.
Filoni got the chair.
Oh, he did.
He did with what's her name? He's doing the creative side. She's doing. What's her name?
Okay, they're like dual fisting. Yeah, kind of like what James Gunn's doing over at DC.
Gosh, what's her name? She's doing the all the production stuff. You
know,
the nuts and bolts.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Llewyn Brennan, that's her name.
Brennan.
Yeah, she's
okay.
They're going to be writing.
Okay.
Which I think that just means that he's going to come up with. He's going to be in charge of all the actual things, and she's going to be in charge of making it happen with finances and contracts and all that shit. So, seems like it. But yeah, I mean, it's I recommend it if you're really into the Mandalorian. I really liked the first season. I thought the second season was great. Every single Star Wars fan was crying when Luke made his entrance.
Yeah.
At the end of second season, we thought that was a great way to end.
When they said goodbye, to Grogu, come on,
man, and just having Luke come back and actually and not be, a grumpy old man was amazing. It was just,
that was my one. Well, I had many problems with Last Jedi, but like the fact he didn't have his green lightsaber, I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd it go?
Who knows?
Where?
He sold it for blue milk. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like because if I'd have saw him with the green saber in that, it might have helped me a little bit more with that movie. But I didn't even get that.
Nope.
So I was like, okay,
nope. Didn't even ignite it, not once in the whole trilogy. Yep. Anyway,
we did, but it was a ghost lightsaber.
It was a ghost, yeah. So anyway, and then
but we do get to see him light him up in
Mandalorian.
No, in the Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
I was about to say, cock knocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah.
It's the yellow one.
I was thinking, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
where's Star Wars?
You were reaching so hard.
I was like, what is it?
Brain work.
I thought you were glitching for a second.
I was.
Having a stroke.
I was like, I got there.
Yep. Yeah, you got it eventually. I mean, what do you think, Watson? Would you tell people to go?
I don't think you need to see this in theaters. I think it's fun enough to watch it on Disney Plus. Like you can watch it on there, but there's yet again nothing that was like driving it, like, oh, you have to see the sequence in the big screen. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I mean, I wanted to go see it in theaters, just be able to talk about it with you guys.
Right, and Favreau's directing.
Fun. Yeah, Favreau's directing. And I want to support those guys, but it is what it is. It's it's meh.
It's meh. It's a little meh.
It's a little meh.
Give us another food truck movie.
Yeah, Chef 2.
Chef 2.
Chef's Kiss.
Mm.
Yeah. If you what?
No, I'm waiting for your.
I'll get to it.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
I feel
something coming.
The force. I feel like a segue's coming.
If you go to a food truck and you end up being bad food, your stomach might be in Mortal Kombat.
What do you finish him?
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, sorry. I thought
you were
done.
had to finish it in the bathroom.
Puntality.
There's.
That being said, with my awesome segue, Mortal Kombat 2, we all saw it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did you guys think of it?
I loved it.
I had a lot of fun with it.
It pleased me like throughout. Like I was already going in expecting like it was going to be good, but I was very pleased with the the fighting choreography
Yeah.
and the gore that followed, and like the set design for a lot of the scenes that took place, and like they kind of used the environment around them as well. And I was like, they really did a great job with that. And like I thought, even though some like I didn't think Shao Kahn, the actor who was going to be or who was playing him, was going to be able to like portray it well enough. Not to say I'm going to move this.
Yeah, not
to say physicality, but like I didn't know his acting chops, but he did an amazing job.
He's great. Yeah, I mean, you know,
like he's been in a few other things, but like
Fury Road.
But he's usually playing like a big muscle, you know, dude, not many lines.
Yeah.
So I was very surprised, and he did an amazing job. And like,
I think he's come out and said he would love to play Bane, and I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, that would be cool. Although I think people would want it to be Latin Bane finally.
It's true.
But I could see him still doing it though. But I just really think they knocked it out of the park. I'm eager to see if it is going to be a trilogy, because they did set it up for that.
Yeah, that was a big setup.
Yeah,
so.
And I'm loving the way they took the direction, and they listened to the audience, what they didn't like about the
really
first one.
Yeah.
Although I never had a huge problem with the first one, only because I knew it was a setup for the second one. And there are people who, they're not like us, where we read about the movie being made, like, oh, this guy has the tournament in the second movie. So I was like, okay, I get it. And so I understand.
I remember watching it and being like, where's the Mortal Kombat in this? Where's the tournament in this Mortal Kombat movie? And it was like, no, it's all the step to the tournament.
But if you if you played a lot of the games, and it's a lot of backhanded stuff, and it's some of it's not even tournament kind of stuff. So I was like, this makes sense. I was just like, I'm just surprised it was in the first movie, you know. But they, you know, made up for it, and R.I.P. Cole, you know, they messed him up real bad.
The character we all love the most.
Reading about his character afterwards, I was like, oh, I wasn't that huge of a Mortal Kombat fan where I knew what they were doing, but there was a thing about his powers that was a video game. There's one of the video games, there's like, I forget the ability is, but it's like when you power up your bar enough, they made that into a character.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's cool.
But I mean, like, they should have had him in the games. I don't know why. Like, post the first movie, they've had 2 or 3 games
to introduce him and
throw him in as a character so that people would start, you know, vibing with him a little bit.
Yeah. What I thought, and I think that's what they're gonna do, is that since he's because they even mentioned it in this movie, is like, you have the blood of Scorpion running through you. I think he's gonna be the new Scorpion because of the way this story went. Our current one kind of is at peace now.
Yeah, it's true.
And so he doesn't have to be vengeful.
True.
So, because I've been hearing inklings that the director does have that idea. Maybe not him, but it could also be another character.
Well, I think they should use him because I think his name's Louis Tan.
Yeah, Louis Tan
is such a good actor.
No, he's great.
Charismatic. He's a great martial artist.
Yeah.
Like, I would hate that, you know, because he got kind of saddled with, you know, not a terrible character, but it was just like, it's a character that no one knew because they invented him for the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when, you know, and so it's just like, and they give him, you know, like, he's got to be a dad, and he's got, you know, his wife and all that.
Yeah.
It was just very like an MMA background, which was kind of like, like the first movie was kind of a very more grounded movie almost. In a
little
weird
bit, but I would say it was mainly, although they should have done it with Johnny Cage in the first movie, but
absolutely.
It was like the audience's way in who is not familiar with Mortal Kombat, and I was like, I understood that, but they should have chose Johnny Cage to perform that, which they did.
They did in the second one, which was hilarious because it was just kind of retelling the first again, like but using Johnny Cage as your.
But they sped it up.
Exactly. It was like
because
they knew, figure out like, I need to learn how to.
It was sort of like an Evil Dead 2 situation.
Absolutely, that's a really good comparison.
Yeah, that is a good comparison. Yeah.
And like I was disappointed we didn't get more Shang Tsung, but I assume since spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched Mortal Kombat 2 yet, Shao Kahn is dead. Yes. So Shang Tsung will be the big bad of the
I
mean
one. Like I'm kind of, you know, they have Quan Chi now.
Yeah, that too.
And so like I'm expecting like Chinook showing up, you know, few characters that are out there still that they've mentioned.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to do a plot line that was from the games where Quan Chi was behind the whole annihilation of Scorpion's clan.
Yeah.
And he tricked like Bi-Han into doing that. but obviously that's not the route they took. So I was
Yeah.
like, whatever,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's too complicated for outside audience to really take in.
Yeah.
Especially if it's more focused on this whole plot line and stuff like
Well,
that.
and the character, I mean, the actor who plays Bihan is, I think, his contract's for like 5 movies.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
this
wow,
isn't
okay.
the end of, maybe yet again he'll turn into something different.
No,
but
I mean, I don't. His character ran away, so I don't think
right.
he's dead
still
yet.
Noob Saibot.
Yeah, but that bothered me. Obviously, I can understand why them not calling him Noob Saibot yet.
Right.
But I was like,
They just call him Bihan.
Bihan,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Bihan,
whatever,
yeah.
that's fine. But I think maybe in the next one because I've recently forgot Noob Saibot was like
It's the 2 creators back. The
Yeah.
last name's reversed.
Boone
Yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, for some reason I never knew that.
Yeah.
But so he has an opportunity to return.
Yeah.
And like, there's so many characters to pull from that
Oh,
universe.
I was waiting for Kenshi. I was waiting for Ermac.
Oh,
I was
Yes.
waiting for-
that's another because online people are saying the characters Cole can come back as, and it's like Scorpion, Kenshi, or Ermac is this other one.
yeah, Ermac
And
definitely.
So I would love to see him as Kenshi, but
Yeah.
I could see him more as Scorpion because it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
What do you guys think of Baraka as kind of being? Like,
Yeah, I
this
love-
kind of
I
like-
love.
yeah.
You know,
love
I
that.
was worried
Yeah.
about that because in the trailer it looked kind of wonky. And,
Yeah.
but it worked
it
perfectly.
plays really well.
Played really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And like his whole personality,
Yeah.
like turning to this rigid character, and then to this, he's the greatest. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is hilarious.
He's like
I
a
love
bro.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because, like, the his race. I mean, the whole thing of with their look is like in the video game. If you play like Mortal Kombat 11,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's like what is it? It's kind of like leprosy for them.
Right.
So they're like, don't touch us. Like they don't like to be touched because you can pass this disease
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And it's very tragic. And in this, he's just having a ball. So I was just like, oh, okay, they're not doing the tragic stuff.
Yeah, I mean the downside to them is they're like a lower race to
Yeah.
Outworld, but
Yeah.
they never put it to 2 and 2 together. But I think Melina was a part of them. She was in the first
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
because she
she's-
had the mouth
Yeah,
as well.
she's got the same
But
condition.
I guess, I mean they don't really have to, but
Which
they can bring them back from the dead as well.
Right.
oh, I was gonna say because one thing I was like, I wish Melina was in this because you had a really strong going with Katana.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of made Jade more the Melina aspect in this, but the actress who plays Katana actually has a twin sister in real life.
Oh really?
So everyone's like, "Oh my god, please hire her as Melina!" Like, just
Oh my god.
Oh.
And Katana, the actress who played Katana, did amazing.
That
too.
was the biggest surprise to me. Was like they've not been the marketing at least have not been playing up Katana.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, obviously they've been putting a lot on Carl Urban's shoulders as Johnny Cage.
Yep.
And like the big intro of him, but it really is a two-hander in terms of who's the main protagonist because you're following.
It starts
her
with her.
story.
Yeah.
Starts with her, and she
Right.
ends up being the champion.
And I think that's good because like the games, it's not, you never know who's the like gonna be the one who comes out on top, but also that it's like it's almost like the He-Man for Netflix. You know how they marketed it with He-Man,
Yeah.
and they surprise it, and it's not what. So I'm kind of glad they still showed. Johnny Cage was the introduction there,
Yeah.
but and it was based around just the people reacting around his character. But if they marketed Katana, I don't know how people would have reacted.
Yeah.
Like if
True.
is this all about her? But even if you do see the movie, regardless, it jumps from person to
Yeah.
person,
Right.
And
just
I
like
just-
the game. So
I'm so happy they were able to bring back Kano
Yes.
and not have him be like a zombie remnant character.
No, yeah.
Like give him his because that what's his name,
Josh Lawson?
yeah,
Yeah.
His personality
He was great,
carries
dude.
a lot
Yeah.
of that movie. And
Dude,
like, the
that
stuff she-
character was hilarious. Man.
and
Him and Johnny,
Johnny was
yeah.
such a
Yeah,
great pairing.
so
Yeah.
good.
And I think I'm surprised he wasn't pulled into the boys from just how
Yeah,
they worked
right?
together.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed that Kano didn't get his medal.
I know that.
Yeah.
I
So I'm
totally. They had the opportunity there. They
And I
literally
think-
were like, "He needs a new eye."
If anything, maybe it'll pop up in this third one for some reason, like
Yeah.
because he was talking about, can you get me some HD
Yeah.
type of like, and so I was like, maybe
Upgrade.
that'll like he loses it again. And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Like for a third one, what would you want to see in?
Oh man, well, I would love to see. I want to see Raiden fight.
That'd
Yeah,
be awesome.
Because we only got him do his one signature
Yeah,
move at
right.
the end there. But I don't know. Like it's hard to. They did so much in this one. It was just like I would love to see some of the weirder characters.
Yeah.
I think it would be too much to bring in the cybernetic ninjas.
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
I want those cyborgs.
I want to see smoke, dude.
It would be fun, but I think you need to see some of those other ninja clans first, like Rain.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on some of the other ones, but there's a blood one as well. But like, there's so many other ninja ones that you can introduce, and there's so many like Striker. Like, I would love to see just him with his dog.
I've always been a fan of Striker, even though he's such a dumb character.
Yeah.
And like the brute. Oh man, I was shocked the deaths in this one because I was like, they killed off Jax. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, you could pull in more real world characters like Striker and I forget the Native American.
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf. Just like get crazier with it because like you already set the stage to go as crazy as you want.
Yeah.
So like just keep it going. Like, you know, I don't know who the like big physical threat would be because you had Shao Kahn and you had Goro in the first one.
Right.
So it'd be like, I mean, it would have to be
Motaro, which was like
Motaro. I don't know. He's not as popular though. He was only in like Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a character who would like maybe. What's the female Goro? I don't remember her name.
Oh yeah. What's her
but
name?
yeah, I was about to go She-Goro because I don't remember. But she's like a soldier too, or something like that. So
she's in Annihilation.
Shiva.
Yep, Shiva. Yes, Shiva. That's it. So yeah, there's opportunity. And I just want more Shang Tsung transforming into other people. Like we didn't get any of that, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, he really was kind of set in the background.
He was pushed in the background. Yeah. So he's good with calculations.
Yes, he is.
I was wondering if they'd ever make a nod to like if he would ever want to make a nod to that, just because he's so notable in that movie for part of it.
He just did. I watched an interview with him, and he was talking about the scene with
the money.
Yeah.
So
the scene where Heath Ledger is as the Joker and has the big pile of the mob's money, and he's sitting on top, and the calculator is there, and Heath Ledger does a jump and jumps down the whole pile of money. It's like a 20-foot.
Yeah, he slides down
two stories.
He slides straight down, grabs a pile of money, and whips him in the head with a stack of bills. Yeah. And he's like, he hit me straight in the face, first take. Like,
and that's the one they used.
Take. Yeah. It was kind of shocked him, like how awesome it was.
It's like the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Yeah, exactly, with the whips. Yeah. It's like, beauty of good actors and good movie making. But yeah, I really dig. I mean, I would love to see the cyborg show up. Just
and I want to like the Kung Lao Liu Kang fight was amazing. They built up the threat of that hat so much that it was so cool. Where it kept just flying around, you're just wondering who's gonna get cut.
Yep.
And I was like, I just want them to be able to pull more elements of each character into a fight like that, because not everyone got to use all their like abilities. Like Jax didn't get to use the ground pound stuff,
right?
Some other people didn't get to use some of their other like moves, which I would love to see.
I was really surprised that Liu Kang just kind of says fuck it and fucks off. Like like he gets stabbed, and he's like, I got other things to do, and he just goes.
Well, that's the thing. His character his character evolves so much in Mortal Kombat where he becomes a god. Pretty much. Yeah. So I was like, I was like, I get it. I know what you guys are trying to go for. So that's cool. And this is Katana's kill. You started at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
You had to.
But it's so funny. Like I'm so trained by those original movies, like to be like, oh, Liu Kang's the hero.
Yeah.
And he's got a romantic.
He's the chosen
with Katana,
one.
Which is like, no, it's not that at all.
No. Yeah. They made that up for the movie.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like, yeah. And that's why I was like, oh, that's a cool twist. So, all right, cool. Yeah. And I wonder if we'll get to see more of the other gods running around.
And it looked like Carl Urban was having a ball playing Johnny Cage. Like, I love like the fake like early 90s movie that they threw in there.
Oh, yeah. That was so good. Yeah. How everybody just... I love that part where we're seeing the movie within the movie. And he's like whooping some guy's ass, and everybody else is in the background just kind of like moving around, waiting for the chance to attack. Yeah. And they did it so goofy. It was perfect, dude.
I thought they would be doing callbacks to like the 93 Mortal Kombat of like, it was a $500 sunglasses.
Yeah.
I love the shot where the lady is pointed down with the rocket launcher. Yeah. Yet it goes up. And
he deflects it, but it hits a helicopter that's up in the air outside of the hangar.
I was like, yes.
so good.
I was like, I want to see this.
so
I want to see that
ridiculous.
movie though.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see. I forget the names on his posters that were.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, I would love to see all of those. Just like I would love to see all the Chris. The movies from Chris Evans movies from Scott Pilgrim. The ones
right.
that
Yeah.
his where he's like.
It was great how they had him at a convention, just like sitting in a
Right.
tiny booth amongst all these other kind of B
And
movies.
the
Yeah.
influencers are getting more people to
Yeah.
check him out.
And somebody's like, man, Johnny Cage got fucking old.
Yeah, and I think
I love in the '90s movie they didn't do any effort to like de-age him. They were just like, nah, this is what
At
it
all,
is.
yeah. It was great.
I think the older Johnny Cage was a good route because they
Yeah,
could have went
for sure.
young Johnny
Yeah.
Cage, and I was like, oh, but like now people are saying I didn't know that video of himself during his old martial arts match, like the video of him as a kid. That's his real son.
Oh no,
Oh, is
way.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
people are
cool.
saying
That's cool.
that if they do more time travel stuff in the future with some of these,
Right.
that he can have his son play a younger version of
That's
him, and I'm like,
fine.
that'd be
sick.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Nepotism works every time,
All
fellas.
the
Yeah,
time.
boy.
And they say it's bad.
Get born to the right parents, kids.
Yep.
Yep. Would you guys recommend this film?
Yeah,
To others?
Absolutely.
definitely.
I think it was a
Yeah, I had a great time watching it.
Even for non-Mortal Kombat, it's so
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, and definitely see it in a theater if you can with people because it's a
Yeah.
fun movie to like hoot and holler at. You know.
also not kids movie because of the gore, but other than that,
Oh yeah.
bring
I wouldn't take your child. To
but
it.
there's no. No.
There's some. There's
Kano
some,
curses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't curse a lot. He said,
Yeah.
yeah. He sees "See you next Tuesday" a couple times. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, but
But I think it was definitely a fun film, and
it keeps moving, so you don't
Yeah,
get
it
bored.
is fast
does.
paced. Yeah,
It does.
absolutely. Like it goes. It's was it about 2 hours, and it just like
Yeah,
Goes by quick.
yeah, it goes
Yeah, it was
quick.
really fun.
and it's the same. It's about the same length as the first movie, but obviously the first movie had more story to tell. So
Yeah, it kept like stopping to deal with like Cole's family. Oh, by the
But-
way, yeah.
but
Cole,
also
Cole
they
gets
wa-
his face smashed.
Smashed.
Yeah.
I mean, crushed. Yeah.
But also they wanted to get some dynamic in between the characters because we didn't have to see that in this one too much of Jax and Sonya and everybody
Yeah.
just talking to each other because they already know each other.
Yeah,
so
it was nice
saves you
to have
some
that.
time.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun movie. I had a great time watching it. Definitely, like the whole Mortal Kombat tournament thing is brought into play in this, which was so well done.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. But
And they didn't, I just want to say, like, they didn't try to back away from the costumes at all.
No.
Like, it looked just like the games.
right,
Oh,
exactly.
I will say my one negative criticism is that they saved the theme song for the credits and they
Oh,
didn't play
yeah,
it during
Yeah, man.
I
What's
should've-
the Yeah.
That should have been rocking through the whole
yeah,
thing.
Should've
or at
been,
least the
yeah.
finale fights. Just have that blast.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Because it's one thing that Mortal Kombat fans are obsessed with. It's
That
the
song.
Mortal Kombat song.
Yeah.
It's just like a movie.
It could be a shitty movie. If you played that song through the
Right.
whole thing, I'd be like, yes,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Because
Hey,
we're
like, fucking Rocky's got his theme, and so
Yeah.
does Superman. Like, we want to hear some weird techno when we watch Mortal Kombat.
exactly because we're obsessed with it.
Don't be embarrassed by it,
Don't be-
filmmakers.
Don't be embarrassed by it at all.
If it ever plays on a dance floor, people are going to be doing karate moves. That's guaranteed.
My favorite is whenever
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
the trailers always have like the sad mopey version of it, like dun 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 dun. And you're just like,
Yeah.
come on.
So much
They
fun.
did hint the song at one fight in
Uh-huh.
this, but it was more dramatically intense, like a score.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I got the hint in there, but I really wish it was just the techno song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's like we're obsessed. We have an obsession with Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you do say.
Yeah, we do say, and that takes us into our next topic, Obsession, the horror film Obsession 20. That is
Is that an obsession with an A or O?
what? Huh? I didn't get that. I don't understand.
It's fine.
Absession.
Yeah. Directed by and written by Curry Barker, who is, I guess, kind of a new person when it comes to horror. I know he does skits on.
Yeah,
YouTube,
he's
right?
been on.
And he did a few
YouTube
shorts.
for a long
Yeah.
time.
Shoot
Yeah.
YouTube shorts and stuff.
So Obsession is basically it's the plot is it's a love spell that it's nothing new.
It's
The plot-
a be careful what you wish for.
Careful what you
story.
wish for. Yeah, it's nothing new. It's something that we've seen. Buffy the Vampire Slayer did it.
Yeah.
It's based off a monkey's paw. You make a wish, but you get your wish, but there's a caveat to it.
Well, I would say just certain wishes because one wish in that movie there was no repercussion to it. I don't think.
Well, there was.
What?
Well, we'll get to it, but there was. Yeah. Yeah. But we don't know because he got eliminated right after.
But I mean, as we get into it, when the reviews, there were people that were like, "Yeah, no, this is great. It all worked out."
Yeah, but we don't know what happened there. I mean, we don't know what the whole backstory of it. But anyway, Obsession. He's Curry Barker. It said he's based off of the Monkey's Paw.
Not related to Clive Barker.
Not related to Clive Barker. No. It's again, the plot is nothing new. It's
but related to Steph Curry. Weirdly.
Really?
No.
You got me there. Yeah,
you keep throwing off my. I'm trying to talk about this. You guys make a dumb.
Sorry, we're a little bit obsessed.
Apparently so. Apparently so. With dad jokes. Apparently so.
Love me.
The guy buys a one wish willow, which is a little stick that you break off a willow tree. You make a wish, and then you deal with the consequences after that. Again, nothing new. We've seen this. It's a love spell, and it's as Buffy the Vampire Slayer did their episode. The problem with love spells is that the person that is under the spell becomes completely infatuated and can think of nothing else but the person that has been wished upon them, and that's exactly what happens to this person. The movie stars Michael Johnston, who I haven't really seen in a lot of things, as Baron Bear Bailey. Let's call him Bear. Throughout the and his friend Indy Navarrete, who plays Nikki. This girl has
Dynamite.
Fairly new to acting. She was in Superman and Lois. She was one of the love interests for one of the teens for one of Superman's sons.
Okay,
I believe, yeah. But she's fairly. That's what I'm saying. She's fairly new to acting, and this is her first, I guess, major film role.
She
fucking kills it.
Destroys,
Holy shit! The entire movie could have gone bad because the entire thing hinges on, again, the obsession of this woman who has had this love spell put on her, and the movie could have gone sideways depending on who was playing her, and they picked the perfect. I don't know how they came to this decision. Maybe her audition tape. I don't know, but maybe they've seen her in something else.
I think it was the audition tapes because I saw someone,
must have been
another actress who tried for it, and she put up her. This was my audition for Obsession for that character.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, yeah, I could see
she didn't.
Hers wasn't as intense.
Yeah,
like she must have went balls to the wall in hers because hers was like a little bit pulled back. And I was like, yeah, should have hit it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she definitely hits it hard in this. So obviously it starts off they both work at a music store, and we've all been there where we all have a crush on somebody that we would pretty much do anything for so that they can become attracted to us. Unfortunately, this guy takes it one step. He goes into a magic store because he is really into his friend. He does not have the heart or the guts to tell her how he feels because, as again, we've all been there. Maybe we have feelings for a friend, but the second you tell that person, things are probably going to be different. Yeah, they're going to be different.
And you're scared of getting
rejected. Rejection is a scary thing. So she loses her. The nice guy trope is really played up on this, very much so. Oh yeah, which is a nice guy trope is like, oh yeah, this guy is a nice guy, but he's actually doing it for nefarious reasons, which he's trying to get something from typically the love interest that he's interested in. He or she is interested in. So we find out that she loses a crystal necklace. He goes into a magic store. Again, Buffy Vampire Slayer goes into a magic store and tries to buy her a crystal necklace, but he sees these wish willows, which are these little boxes with a little willow stick in it. And he had what is this? And it's been around since the 80s. It looks very retro, very vintage.
Yeah,
looks like it's from the 50s or something. The packaging.
Yeah, it looks like something that was on the back of a comic book that you would
order.
Yeah,
back in the 50s.
Kind of packaging.
Exactly, at the X-ray vision.
Yeah, exactly. It had that vibe to it. Great design. Great design.
Work, I love it. When the AMC I went to had a vending machine.
Did they have
one wish willow? But it said there was a sign on it that said "add order," and there was a one wish. There was only one package, but it was when you're trying to order something and it gets stuck in the rings, so you have to shake the machine and have it drop. It was like that. It was so good. I was outside the movie theater.
Is this a neon movie? Or?
It is a neon movie. Yeah,
it's they should have marketed the shit out of that. Should be selling those everywhere.
Bloomhouse, yeah. It's just Bloomhouse. I don't think it was a neon. But anyhow, he is about to drop her off. they have a late night at the music store, which is Cassell's, which is up here in the valley, which is now gone. Which
They filmed a majority of it in Burbank.
Yeah.
I saw the interview with them. They're saying the house was in the Palisades, and then it was lost in the fires. Everything is gone for this film.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Cassell's, if anybody doesn't know, with Wayne's World it was a huge music store here in the valley. Wayne's World is fills in there. But yeah, it's gone now. Went out of business last year, I think. So it was there for 30, 40 years or something. Here up in San Fernando. So he wants to tell her how he feels. And she basically is like, you just wouldn't tell me? Like, tell me now.
Yeah.
And he chickens out because he's about to tell her. Yeah. And so she walks into the house. No. He breaks his wish. It's got. I didn't know this. You told me last night, Watson.
The sound design.
So yeah, whenever you take the willow stick out of the packaging, it makes a little kind of like a little jingle.
Yeah.
And apparently, there's a different jingle for. I didn't know that.
When he later tries to take back the wish and try to make another, make it again. You see, like he breaks it, and then it's a like a minor key version of that jingle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the willow saying like, no, you can't. So it's like a warning almost. But if you listen to the sound design, the jingle is a little different each time.
Awesome, and I really like that movies are now a lot of horror movies. We've had a couple this year.
Undertone's great.
Hokum.
Yeah.
This movie are really relying on sound a lot.
Yeah.
More so than the actual physical thing. Because in Undertone we don't really see the thing that the malevolent force. We don't really see it at all.
Yeah.
Not really. We see a brief kind of glimpse of it in pictures, but that's about it. So it relies a lot on sound. Hokum relies. We do have a physical witch, but a lot of the sound that she makes is like this kind of screaming that she does before she appears. Really well done. And this movie also, there's no actual creature or entity that we see. It's whatever Nikki Indy Navarrete is presenting us.
Yeah.
And she does it so well. We'll get to that. But the sound design in this is so well done because when she screams, they obviously have cranked up her scream and they've kind of inverted it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it sounds a little.
It's how much silence and then comes the noise and it just
so well done.
It gets you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So he makes a wish. I wish that Nikki Freeman would love me more than anything else in the world. And then right off the bat,
all about the wording. It's how you
word it.
You phrase
exactly.
it.
How you word it. Did you see it? Yeah, you saw it, Jed. So right off the bat, she starts acting a little weird. But I love how they do it because at first she's like, "Wait, what am I doing?" As she comes back out of the house and she's like, "Why don't you come in?" Wait, no, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So she's pushing back.
Yeah,
she's pushing back against it. But eventually, she acts weird the entire night, and she explains, "Well, it's because I'm MDMA.
Yeah.
My father." As we find out, she doesn't talk to at all. Abandoned her as a kid. It has cancer supposedly. And that's why she was acting weird, which is why she took the MDMA. That's the excuse she gives.
Yeah.
Now Baron and her kind of begin getting closer. She becomes, as it looks like it's a couple days, progress. She becomes more and more obsessed with him. There's a scene in the store where Bear's friend, Ian, who also works with them, is talking to him in the back room. And the entire time in the background, you see Nikki staring at them. Like she has her body turned towards the door, but her head is turned towards them.
Yeah.
And she doesn't take her eyes off of them. It's so well done.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things like in the background of this movie that make you like a lot of horror movies do. But just creep you out. And again, there's no monster. There's no ghost or anything. It's her, how she moves, because I love how they do it, because she obviously the spell has been put on her. So the movie heavily implies that she's kind of being marionetted,
it's
like a
very
puppet.
Like Get Out.
Exactly, like she's a
smile.
puppet. Smile, yeah. She's like a puppet to whatever this force is that is kind of taken over her body.
Part of me in the movie, because when she would come in and out of it a lot, I was like, I was wondering if we were going to get to know if or what that entity controlling her was. Exactly.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was like, I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. I was like, oh, okay, it's not following that route, but it would have been interesting if they did try to kind of, because as the dialogue went back and forth as the movie progressed, you were kind of like, all right, this is not our Nikki, but this is something else. And I was like, is it going to go supernatural entity route or just back to the wish.
Just the energy of
Right.
the wish.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you didn't have to name it. I'm fine with not naming.
Yeah,
the
me
thing.
too. Yeah.
And that was just like the wish itself. So I was like, that's
So
cool.
as the movie progresses, Nikki, and the more she becomes obsessed with Bear, the stranger she moves, and that was a great thing about this actress is that they have her move in this kind of weird, again, like a puppet, like a marionette.
Yeah.
She has these like very strange movements when, especially in the background, there's a moment where she's trying to tell him
around.
Yeah, she's trying to tell.
They played her in reverse a couple times.
Yeah, they played her in reverse. It was real creepy. They spent their first night together, and he wakes up in the middle of the night, and she's standing in the corner of the room. She's like, "I'm just watching you sleep."
Yeah.
And I don't like my dreams because in my dreams you don't love me as much as I love you. And then she kind of disappears in the room, and she's moving sideways with like a plant over her head. His cat has just died in the beginning of the film. His cat died from an overdose of the drugs he's taken, these antidepressants he's taken, which comes back into play later on. And she begins moving, doing weird things. She gets the cat out of the trash can, puts a memorial around the cat in the middle of the living room. Eventually, I knew that's what the cat was. She makes him a lunch, and he's at work, and she has has cooked part of the cat and given it to him. I knew that's what it was. And what I love about this film is like it doesn't really leave open. It's like, is it this dark entity that's kind of making her do this thing because it is whatever it is evil, or is it Nikki pushing back against him, saying "fuck you"? Like I'm in this thing.
Okay.
Because
That's
eventually we do see that she.
Yeah.
At one point, she's asleep, and as he's trying to go meet another person that works at the morgue, Sarah, she also works at the music store with them. And Sarah has a thing for Bear, but she also doesn't have the guts to tell him.
Yep.
She goes and he tries to sneak out of the house, and Nikki is saying, "Bear, please kill me."
Yeah.
And he says, "What do you mean? Like what?"
The real her comes.
And it's her. It's like she's asleep. This is me. This is Nikki. Like, can you please kill me? Like, and as it turns out that Nikki has been in there the entire time.
Yeah.
So can you imagine like you were conscious
no control of your body.
No control of your body. You're conscious the entire time. He's basically raping her.
Yeah.
Because he has sex with her.
And there's his will on her.
Right. The first time they make love, we just see the after. Then it's for a couple days, everything's good. Like they're a nice happy couple.
Yeah.
But the second time that we see them having sex, did you notice this? He's having sex with her, and she's like moaning and making all the sounds of somebody enjoying it, being pleasurable, but her face is blank.
Oh. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like
So
Jesus
good.
Christ. She's just like standing there. Sounds pleasurable, but her face is completely
she's
totally
going through
void
the
of any
motions of it
emotion.
all.
Exactly. And
The
so
way I
it's
like
it's,
it.
it's
Sorry.
It's Nikki in there, kind of suffering.
Yeah.
And so anyway, eventually, as the movie progresses, Nikki gets more. Well, I guess the entity controlling her gets less and less lucid. I guess Nikki gets less and less lucid and becomes more and more of a kind of like this dark entity that's completely taken over her body. She kills a girl that Sarah.
Yep.
And tattoos herself all over her body with weird. Because Sarah's a tattoo artist. Like, oh, maybe you like me now, and then she like starts smashing her face. Although I don't. There's a scene in a party where
Of the stabbing.
I didn't hear what she said. So they bring this up a couple times. At first, when the first night that they kind of spend together, when Nikki is the first time he does the wish on her, they start making out, and then she like sees something. She flips out and like jumps off the bed because she thinks she's which I'm guessing is like the entity that's this dark malevolent force that's taking her over. Then they're at a party, and he goes with her. I didn't hear what he said. I don't know if you guys caught it. They're playing like a kind of like a truth or dare game, and she says something. He's supposed to kiss the person next to her, and it's Sarah. She gets very upset, moves Sarah out of the way, takes the kiss, but then she says something, and then she breaks a bottle, like a glass bottle, and starts stabbing herself in the face. But I didn't hear what she said. Did you guys hear what she said?
I think it was something like she's getting stronger. Or something. It was.
No, I think before she started attacking herself, she was just talking about how she was denying being weird. She was like, "Oh, it's just a joke, guys. I'm not."
Yeah, she says that, but then right before she breaks the bottle, she says something, but I didn't hear what she said. I don't know if you guys caught her or not.
Because that was like the real Nikki coming through.
Right, exactly. It seemed like it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what.
So she breaks a wine bottle, stabs herself in the face, and then like the weird thing was like he took her to the hospital. It didn't look like they admitted her. I couldn't understand.
They probably gave her. She probably gave them a hard time there by like, no, I don't want to leave.
Right, which is weird because like, dude, you need stitches on that. There's no way that's going to close up. Anyway, like she stabbed herself twice with like jagged wine bottles. Anyhow, they go.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Very like weapons.
Very much so. Yeah. As the movie progresses, she kills Sarah, and then we see that Baron. With the nice guy trope. There's a moment where Nikki's telling, "Can you please kill me?" It's like the real Nikki coming through, and he's like, "Would it be so bad just to be with me?" It's just like the whole theater was like, "Oh, come on!" It's just like, "Come on!"
He's a terrible person.
He's a terrible person. As it turns out, he's a terrible person. We kind of knew that anybody would.
After that phone call he made, I was just like, all right, there's no anything that happens to you after this. I don't.
Which phone call?
Where he calls the back of the Wish.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good thing to remind me.
Because when he calls and it reminded me of
it's in the trailer.
What's the movie with Demi Moore?
Oh, it's The Substance.
It reminded me of that because when she calls, it's like, can I take it back? Or I was like, and so it felt, for a minute, it's not him on the phone, but it sounded like Barry Keoghan's voice just talking because he was able to play it that creepy. But like when he's like, you want to hear her? Because he's like,
I hear
Nikki screaming.
That shit was so creepy.
Like, oh, jeez. And the fact
was so creepy,
that he didn't immediately try to like at least go back to the store to get another wish thing just to see if he could reverse it, and then he went right to like just fucking her again or whatever like that. But I was just like, anything that happens to you is you deserve.
So there's the part where he calls the name on the back, and that's what we see in the trailer. Which I thought that was going to be it. Like there's no, and then that was the end of the scene. But like there's more. It's actually Curry Barker on the phone, which is
really?
He says, "Do you want to talk to her?" He's like, "What do you mean, Nikki? Do you want to talk to her?" And you just hear Nikki screaming in the back, and it was like, "Oh my god!" And that's what she's going through.
Yeah.
This is what's happening inside her body. She's just, it's complete pain for her because she can't control anything. But yeah, eventually she kills Sarah, and then we see that Bear goes back to the store and tries to redo the wish, but he goes to Ian, and he says, and as we find out, Ian and Nikki have been kind of messing around.
Yeah, they were the ones messing with each other.
Right. And he tells, of course, as crazy it would sound if anybody came up to him, he's like, you got to break this and you got to say Nikki. Right. Anybody would be like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And that's how Ian takes. He's like, I wish I had $1 billion. And he breaks. That's probably the part you're talking about where it worked out. So tons of cash just starts flowing down. He realizes that that's the fight because there was one box left of the Willow in the store. He goes back to Nikki, and now she's completely like regressed. She's got the dead body Sarah there. Yeah. And he's like, oh, we can be together. And the entire time, we know that the only way that Nikki's curse will be broken is if he kills himself. Dies. As long as he lives, basically, is what they keep saying.
Well, if she lives or he lives,
Yeah, exactly. So Ian comes through. He's like, hey, man, I got $1 billion. Nikki shoots him. Yeah. And that's when he is about to shoot himself, but then he decides he can't do it. So,
well, the fact, but also, I was getting mad just because he was having trouble. Like he was pointing it at his chest.
Exactly.
Just put it in your head. Yeah. What are you doing?
Just put it in your chin, dude. But he was like, eventually he puts it in his mouth. I was like,
he was like under the chin, in the mouth. Yeah, and then he's holding the back of his head.
What's the best way to go?
But he decides he can't do it, so he starts taking his pills because the cat died of the overdose. Yeah. So he starts taking his antidepressant pills. And then he has like a moment like, I can't do it. So he tries to like vomit. But then all of a sudden he has like this moment of clarity. I guess maybe it was the pills kicking in. I'm not sure.
I think he was like, I'm going to die, so I might as well enjoy the rest of my wish.
Yeah, that could be it.
Looking at her or whatever.
Yeah,
like that.
So he steps out, and that's when he begins to convulse and dies. And it's so sad because now she all of a sudden comes out of it. And her body's also in that same scene. She hits herself.
She's got a wish.
No, she didn't have a wish. No? That was the one that
his Ian broke.
His friend broke. Yeah. He had it. He took it back from him and he ran. Because I thought that same thing too when I was like, oh, did she wish for him not to die?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But he did die. That she wouldn't have come back if he didn't die.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I don't think she would have been able to make that wish because the wish that was on her
wouldn't have been allowed her. Yeah.
But it did feel like that was put there for a reason. Like, because he did have one more, I remember.
I thought it was her. Oh, okay. Well,
no.
I thought she wished for him to love her.
Oh.
And that's why he he begins all.
Oh, he stopped. Oh, maybe.
Oh, you're right. That could be it. But we didn't see her wish for anything. No. Though. Yeah, that could be it. Because he comes out of the bathroom, he's like, "Hey, baby, it's all good," and that's when he starts to die. Yeah, you're probably right. Like, that could have been it. But we didn't see her wish though, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, but and I don't think because he had the third one, so maybe that was the third one, and he didn't snap it, and so because he couldn't snap it before.
Yeah, he couldn't. That's the other thing. He knows. It's like the Willow knows that what he's trying to do, so he wasn't able to bring.
Well, no, like even if it was another wish, you only get the guy at the counter, so you only get one.
Or right. Yeah, because he asked the guy at the counter, "Can you do it for me?" He's like, "I already used my wish, buddy." Yeah.
And
that work at this great place.
Yeah.
That was the one thing about that movie that I thought was really great because there's a trope a lot of the time where when someone buys a magical item, the store is not there anymore. It's disappeared.
Well, they kind of... They alluded to it a little bit.
They did. And I was worried. I was like, oh, is it the same? This is a completely different store.
Yeah.
But then when he was like, oh, no, they're right there on the counter.
Because he comes in, he's like, where are the one with Shillos? Like, what are one with Shillos? And me too, Chad. I was like, kind of roll my eyes. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. He was right there. Yeah.
But then also the fact that they acknowledge that it's real and it's not like
it's not
like what are you talking about
right.
I was like, what did you wish for? And he's like, oh no, that's fine. And then he's like, oh, what did you do? But he was like so casual about it. I was like, oh, and like you see reviews about the item online, like, and that's why I was like, so some people made it out well with the wish,
it looked like it,
but then some people didn't, obviously.
And it's all about how you
word it. Because remember, he tells Ian like you have to word it specifically.
It's just like Bedazzled, baby.
Yeah. So anyhow, he dies, and then I feel. So this entire time I've been feeling bad for Nikki because now she comes out of it and her body's... I mean, she's got stab marks on her face. In the same scene, right before he went to the bathroom and took the pills, she cracks herself in the face with a brick. Yeah. Like cracks her head open. And now she's like bleeding. She's like looks like she missed part of her teeth. And she's tattooed everywhere. She's done these tattoo marks to herself. And all of a sudden she comes out of it. It's like coming out of a dream. Yeah. And she just lets his body go and she just starts screaming. And that's how the movie ends. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
And like the credits
She's got
roll.
some explaining to do.
Yep. The credits roll and you still hear her screaming continue.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was a really good way to.
God.
But I was just like, yeah, she's obviously getting mentally scarred, and then also
she's going to be prosecuted for murder.
Yeah. I mean, or double murder. Unless she just runs away, but like.
I mean, really, it's not really on her. Well, no,
but there's no way you can. There's no way you can. Yeah,
unless
I took somebody put a spell on me. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not gonna press charges. Yeah,
I mean, it is like it's kind of a sexual,
innuendo
abuse case.
Yeah, true. You could say.
I mean, but like unless the court accepts magic into the courtroom,
exactly, and then she can't explain Sarah. She bashed her face on the brick.
That's true.
She could have explained that she killed what's his face.
Temporary insanity.
Yeah, exactly. But she bashed her face. There's blood all over the van.
But I mean, that's part of that was part of the insanity wish where she was so jealous that she smashed her face. But also, I thought when we saw her again, she was going to be wearing Sarah's like skin or head.
That's what I thought so too. Yeah,
and I was like, but they didn't go there. I was like, okay.
She killed the cat, right?
No.
That was
the cat died.
The cat just died because it got into.
Oh, I thought she poisoned the cat.
That was at the beginning of the movie before he went out.
Happened. So, yeah. I mean, I knew that cat was gonna. As soon as he started eating those sandwiches, like that's a cat, isn't it? And sure it was. Yeah. But again, I like how the movie leaves it open. It's like, is it just this thing? Because remember, like Nikki, like when she's under the spell, pulled it out of the trash, but they made a little shrine around it, which was weird. So was that the entity that's controlling her? Because it's obviously this malevolent thing, or is it Nikki saying "fuck you" by feeding him his own cat? We don't know. Which is I love it. I love how it leaves it like open ended.
Yeah. So. Well, and you even said like they could make a dozen of these films.
Oh, absolutely. There's definitely gonna be. I think the movie only was $1 million to make. That's it. Box office $38 million now.
Wow.
So they're this is a whole franchise. This is going to be a huge franchise. Yeah. They're going to do a prequel for sure because they keep saying it's from the 80s. So we're going to see one in the 80s. They're definitely going to make at least one or two more of these.
Basically, you could have the magic store guy.
Like, exactly.
What's his wish?
I use my wish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think they're going to probably have to move away from the love thing. It'd be like I want to be the most powerful person. Something like whatever it is. And he said it's based on the monkey's paw, and the monkey's paw is anytime you wish for something, you have to word it specifically. Yeah. Or it's gonna,
go backfire.
Go exactly. Yeah. So I can't.
What would your wish be, Watson?
1 million wishes.
You can't wish for weird wishes.
Yeah.
Damn it. I don't know. That's a good question. What's your wish?
To be invulnerable.
Yeah, but then that means you because you won't word it specifically. that means that
you
you're
just-
like invulnerable to like insults. So like be like somebody like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
and you'd
so-
be like,
no,
whatever.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do they?
You'd still age, you'd still everything, but you
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
don't
no.
feel pain.
Don't feel,
Yeah, no, nothing would be able to puncture or kill me.
Penetrate.
Yeah.
See, then here's the wish though. Like, okay, you wish for that. Something is happening. You get some kind of like weird disease, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it. We can just inject you with this. Oh, we can't inject you now. What's going on? Yeah.
But if my body is invulnerable, it can't be.
No, but you said can't penetrate.
Well, no, I was explaining that, but as well. But like, if I said my body to be invulnerable to any invading creature or blade or bullet or it can't be damaged. I can't be damaged.
Okay.
That covers it more ground.
I guess so. Yeah.
So I could be in a car crash and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, there'd be something that it would do.
Oh, I know
So,
what my
yeah.
wish would be.
Hmm.
I would do like a wish of like extra life almost. Of like, okay, well, if I die in this life,
Mhm.
I just get reborn at the start over again from being a baby.
Being a
Again.
baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just continuously looping this life.
That'd be weird.
Oh, you're like a baby, but you have the mental your age right now in a
In a
baby's
womb,
body.
you're like,
Oh, that's a little.
That's what it would do. It would do that.
You'll
Yeah.
be conscious in
Yeah.
the womb, like,
You'd be, oh my god, imagine that.
Oh.
Oh god, you just like panicking attack in there, and you just like claw your way out of your mom. Oh.
jeez.
Maybe not. Maybe start at 3.
Yeah, but you still have the everything from
Yeah.
what your age now as a 3-year-old.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so you have like sexual urges at 3-year-old, and you're like, "What's up, baby?"
Well, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, I would use other examples as there's like I wish to be the Magneto, and then I want to have his abilities.
Okay.
So there's
To
a
move
base.
metal?
Well, no, he controls magnetism. It's not just metal.
Yeah.
If you've seen the comics now, he's able to like draw magnetism from fucking Saturn and like
Yeah.
use them. So I'd be
It's
like,
crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. I'd be at Omega level, but then people would treat me like a mutant, and then I'd be
Yeah, exactly. Then you'd be
mutant.
yeah.
I'm like,
And then like so yeah, the government would like experiment on you.
no, they wouldn't be able to touch me because I'd have my force fields up. I'd be like, I'd make my own little planet on an asteroid.
Asteroid.
Like, yo, what's up?
Asteroid
Asteroid Chad, Asteroid C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, fools?
Chad Nito.
Oh, what's that? I can float on a disc.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at me.
What's your wish? What's going on?
If it was this one thing Willow would wish, I wouldn't want anything. But if I had to choose something, I'd be like, let me just go back 30 minutes every time. Like, anytime I want to, just go back 30 minutes.
Oh, like time travel.
Yeah. But see, then it would be like, oh, you're destroying something. Every time you do something, someone else gets it'd be that. But like if I had
It'd be
to
a
choose,
butterfly effect. Anything
Yeah.
you change
yeah,
changes
I
something.
don't-
like
30
or 30
minutes, I
minutes,
don't think
30
you
minutes
could
or an
do
hour, or like an hour. Like go back an hour. Like a second. Like let's say I'm like making a right turn and I hit the car in front of me. Fuck, let me go back an hour.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. You know, and then what are the lotto numbers? Oh, okay, let me go back an hour here. You know? Something like that. You know, so that's the only thing I would want. But if it's this thing, no thanks.
You're not even gonna touch it.
I'm not gonna touch it. Hell no, no way. I don't even like tarot card readers. I don't even like going to that.
You never mess with no magics?
Fuck no, I don't fuck with magic.
You ever
dude.
fucked with magic?
After
What,
that,
go to a tarot card reader?
Or any kind of like spells
Nope.
or anything like that?
I don't fuck with any of that
I mean,
shit, dude.
I haven't met, but there was like a palm reader at my college
Nope,
one time,
I don't
and
fuck with them.
she read my hand. It was kind of boring. I was like, oh, that's it.
That's it?
No, I don't fuck with any of that, dude.
But
Ever since that Ouija board incident, I don't fuck with it, dude. Nope, I don't.
well, our audience doesn't know the Ouija board incident.
I haven't told you guys.
No, the
Explain
audience doesn't.
I haven't told it on the podcast.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I had. Oh, yeah. Well, this is it's related to obsession and the dark magics or whatever. When I was in elementary school, I think it was like 4th, 5th grade. The elementary school I went to allowed you to check out board games, like take them home for some reason. They just like, oh, you can check out
Milton Bradley.
Milton, and we had a Milton Bradley, as Milton Bradley still does to this day, a Ouija board.
This is a Catholic school? Or
No, this is Canyon School Elementary in the Palisades.
Palisades. Milton Bradley.
The school burned down, but all that was left was the Ouija board.
No. Well, close. So
you
we
didn't close the board, Stan.
Oh, we closed. Oh, I closed it. I make sure I closed. So we were messing around with the Milton Bradley Ouija board that was like from like Kmart, you know, and we're
From
like, you know,
depths of Kmart,
and we're messing with it, you know, and like, you know, we're doing the whole thing. You're messing with it. No, you're moving it, and that kind of thing. You know, we're asking questions. I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh, this is hilarious. So I took it to my mom. I took it to go show my mom, and she worked in the Palisades. That's how I was able to go to school. She used her boss's address, so I go to that school district. So I went to her boss's house, and I was like, oh, check out this, like, you know, cool thing we got. We can try it. And she flipped the fuck out. My mom is Roman Catholic Mexican. They do not fuck with that shit. She saw that and was immediately like, do not let that thing in this house, and you're certainly not letting it in our house, because we would go home from her work, you know. She's like, put that in the car, and don't mess with it, and you take it back tomorrow, and that's not coming in the house. Like, screaming, like, pissed. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, all right, chill, you know. I didn't understand. I'm like 4th, 5th grade. I'm like, whatever. So I throw her in the back of the truck. We had like a camper. Throw her in the back of the truck, and I'm like waiting for her to come out. And the gardeners who worked at the house were friends with ours, you know, friends with my mom. And the gardener comes up to me and was like, oh, hey, I'm having my baby's first communion, or actually the baptism. This, you know, here's the invitation. It was like a little scroll rolled up with a little pacifier. Like that was the invitation. It's cute, you know. So I was like, oh yeah. He's like, give that to your mom when she comes out. We got to go. I was like, okay, yeah. So I didn't have any place to put it, so I just opened the box and threw it in there. All that was in the box was the Ouija board. Milton Bradley probably made
that baby.
Don't say that shit. Probably it's just the board and the planchette thing and the box, right? So I threw it in there, like didn't even think about
Baby's name was Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Now I have a new body.
Yeah, he was able to transfer into that. Yeah.
Like Vigo.
So I threw it in the box, and my mom comes out and like, oh hey, Francisco gave us the invitation. She let me see it. So I opened the box, and I swear, I'm not making this shit up. The only thing that was in there was the Ouija board and the planchette. That's what was in there before. There's nothing else. There's no underside. There's no like pockets it could go to.
That kid has no soul.
Shut the fuck up. So like I take apart every time I tell this story, people say that I'm like, fuck you. Yeah. and I'm like tearing everything up. I'm like, what the fuck? And my mom flips out. She's like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? That thing you will not bring. You're taking it tomorrow, and that's gonna stay in the truck. You're not bringing it in our house. I was like, oh. I go getting
goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps. I'm pretty sure I've told this on the podcast before, but I see that, and I'm like, okay. And she's like, do you see what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I see what you mean. Took it back the next day. I have not touched or looked at a Ouija board. I swear, if I pass one, like during Spirit Hall, when I go to Spirit Halloween, they have Ouija board stuff all over the place. They got blankets and shirt. I do the
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I don't even look at it. I don't even look its way. Don't touch it. And that's the last time I touched it.
More names, Stan.
Shut the fuck up, Watson. Shut up, Watson. Yeah. So that's So anything. A magic willow thing I would not touch.
No, I as you were telling that, I thought of a new wish. I was like, I want incredible luck, like Domino from the Deadpool movie.
Zazie beats herself.
She always has luck.
Something happened, yeah.
Nothing bad would happen to her. So I was like, yeah, I'd want that.
That's a good one.
Infinite.
But see, the problem would be like you'd have good luck, but somebody right next to you would get killed.
Hey man.
So like you jump off a building.
Sorry, you should have got your wish.
You jump off a building, and as you're falling, a truck full of mattresses crashes into the sidewalk and kills a bunch of people, but you fall on the mattresses.
I'd be like, well, you know,
no moral compass.
That was their fate. They were bound. I didn't know that truck was going to be there. I thought.
Well, you knew something was going to happen. Though.
Well, I could have survived. But
after every single time that you have great luck, somebody right next to you gets screwed.
There's a great X-Files episode like that.
I think so.
Where the guy's like he won't play the lottery or anything because he knows it'll like mess up a bunch of people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, Obsession. Going back to that.
Yeah.
Great film. Indian Amber carries the entire thing. I think I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
And the way she moves, again, is just so creepy.
She's very good. Yeah.
So good, dude.
Really
and like
good.
Chad said, a couple times they play her moving backwards.
Yeah. Very like hereditary kind of style. Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
So good. Yeah.
Watch
it.
Excellent choice of a horror.
Yeah,
movie.
And I'm really interested in what he releases next. And like I said, I know.
Yeah.
I already know.
I think he's doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Probably, yeah. So, I mean, it's at $38 million now at the box office. This was super cheap to make. They used a lot of actors that are, newbies. He is a newbie himself to an extent. So it was all profit from
So this is where I always get worried because, like, give him a few movies
Yeah.
before you give him
Don't
a big
do it like
franchise.
Jordan Peele, where
don't give him like $100 million for the next movie.
Oh,
Like,
that's what's going to happen.
keep it small, keep him growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I feel like a lot of these directors, like Josh Trank with does Chronicle, which is great, and then they're like, here's a $200 million Fantastic Four movie, and he loses his mind.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I agree. That's probably what's going to happen too.
I think
if he sticks to making like a prequel of this,
yes,
probably be a little, that'd be a little better.
Yeah, like I think Krieger did the like small movies, like from and then now he's doing Resident Evil.
All right, exactly. Yeah,
but he's even somewhat keeping it small because he's trying to make it his own. So
exactly.
I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
So highly recommend this film. Go watch it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
You will not regret it. We also
You'll have some curry and start to bark.
Huh?
Curry Barker.
His name is so you're segued by.
I was like, what? Oh, you have some curry and then start to bark.
Curr.
Oh, Barker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
that makes so much more sense.
No, it does. Yep. Yeah. For the true fans.
Stop punishing us with your. What you were only eyes for?
You're punishing pun here.
We recently had Punisher Last Kill drop on Disney Plus. I started it. I didn't like the way it started. What the fuck? But anyway, there's a story behind that as well.
Yep.
But yeah, Watson, you watched the entire thing.
Right? I did.
Yeah.
I watched it on the Tuesday. It dropped.
I just started today.
Right after the Daredevil finale, they
Right.
threw this out the next week, which was like, oh, cool. Like, and
give us your thoughts on it.
Well, I liked it. It's very short. It's a very short 44-minute. I think it's like
It's a mini film, basically.
48 with credits. I wish it was a little longer. I wish they got more. Yet again, there's not a lot of character development. There's a lot of like, John Berthal is really good at like this version of Punisher, I think, and it's very much a like. It plays like The Raid. It plays like a lot of these films where his character is kind of in this point where he feels like he's done enough to alleviate these like spirits in his head. He's getting like kind of flashes of like his friends in the military and his family, and he's like, I think I'm done. I think I'm ready to like give up being the Punisher.
Sort of like beginning of season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's in this kind of lost mode again. And yet again, it's kind of like we kind of joke he's only kind of got two modes, which is kind of mumbly and brooding, and then he's like rage mode.
Rage, yeah.
And we definitely see both of that. So he's in this.
But he does it very well, both of them.
He does. I would like to see more. I mean, the thing with the Punisher in the comic books, it's like he's not crazy. He's doing a thing because he knows he's the one to get it done.
Right.
And we don't really get to see that in this version of the Punisher. I know he's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Mm-hmm. So I'm very interested to see how that character is going to come into that world. But in this, he's very much he's haunted by the ghosts of people in his past, and he's drinking and like cutting himself just to and wearing the dirtiest of fucking hoodies I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I'm like, God damn, wash that thing once.
Yeah.
And so you hear from several sources that he's been on this run taking out crime in all the crime bosses in this town, and so there's kind of this like vacuum of organized crime. So there's a lot of this
the Nucci's.
There's random crimes are happening everywhere. Mm-hmm. People are being just like stalked by punks on the street because there's no power
vacuum.
Yeah, there's a power vacuum. Thank you.
Right.
And so we see the character Nucci show up. She has found Frank, and it's basically said, I put a bounty on your head. You got about 20 minutes till this whole neighborhood is crawling with people who have come to kill you. Mm. And he's kind of like welcoming it. Like he goes to his apartment and kind of just like, whatever, it's going to happen. Is she a paraplegic in this? She is on. She's in a wheelchair, and then she is on crutches.
Oh, okay.
And you see, like, her husband is killed by the Punisher in an attack on their car or like motorcade. So I don't know if she got hurt in that or she's got like MS or something.
In the comic, she's like in this one story arc. She's a big antagonist because Frank killed her whole. Or I don't know how much of her family was there, but it was pretty much her family.
Yeah,
Good amount.
And she's hot, bedridden with like no arms and legs.
Yeah, he like.
Oh shit.
And she's just like crazy,
right?
And she sends everybody. She sends. I think she hires Barracuda as well, but I hear he has an appearance in this.
He's like basically her side. Yeah, like
okay.
He's on her side.
Okay,
but not really like used at all.
That's a bummer.
And the same thing, like she's not there yet. She doesn't have the missing limbs or anything.
No,
like
so
that.
I was curious just how they were doing her.
But she's just kind of like berating him, going like, "I'm bringing all the boys to take you out," and I'm just waiting for like, why isn't Frank just like stomping her head at this point? But he just kind of like, whatever. Like, they're going to take me out. Okay. He's kind of given up. So he goes back to his apartment. And he's kind of waiting on the attack. But then
Now, is he waiting to die, or is he? Do you think he's going to?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's like, this is going to be a blaze of glory.
He has no plan of fighting back.
No.
Oh.
It doesn't seem that way. He's taking it very, like, chill.
Yeah.
But then, as they're coming up the building, they're raiding other apartments, and like his next door neighbor is like a mom with a kid and something, and he starts like no,
Yeah.
And so he gets into the game again, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna make my way, instead of like the raid going up the building, he's trying to get down and out onto street level. And as you see, like there's would be probably a couple of hundred thugs there, and he has no weapons. He has no, because he's put all his weapons, his gear as the Punisher. He's locked it all away like John Wick style.
Yeah.
He's not going to touch his stuff. But it's the action in this is really great. It's him like on the run and gunning and like taking out a guy with a knife, then picking up his rifle and moving on to the next guy, grabbing an axe where he can, kind of thing. So he still has that urge to survive and like get some punishment out of the way. So. It's a very simple storyline. It's just him going through trying to make it his way out.
Do those guys in the beginning get taken out? Please tell me they do.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, good.
It's a very satisfying way.
I'm happy. Good.
The main thing, I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch it. But because the Punisher, we know, like he doesn't necessarily have to narrate his war journal or anything like that. Yeah. But it's just like. Obviously, in Brand New Day, we see him in his battle van type of thing. And Micro was in season 2 of...
Yes.
But I don't think they're going to bring him back at all.
Well, he's playing The Thing right now. It's the same actor.
He's playing what?
The Thing in
Fantastic Four. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
So, yeah, I know, because I was like, it'd be great to have... Because he's also doing Dog Day Afternoon on Broadway with Burn.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, cool.
They're like buddies.
Yeah. Nice. So, that's why I'm just like, I wish he's going to have... I wish that he would have his Micro and...
Right. But yeah, I was like, they're not going to bring him back because then it's going to be like...
Yeah, but I mean, they've had actors play both sides,
yeah.
So who knows? But it's just like we've seen this depressed Frank for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. You got to work through the PTSD.
Yeah.
And it's just I want him to get to the point where it's like I'm just taking out criminals. This is what I do. And like I get it that we need depth to him, but sometimes he's just repeating.
We kind of get that there by the end of this.
Okay, I see.
But I feel like we've done that 3 times with this Punisher already. Like the Daredevil season 2, it was like him like suited up at the end.
Yeah.
Then in Punisher season 1, he like burns the suit and then gets another one at the end of that. So I'm like, okay. And then Daredevil Born Again, he shows up in that.
Yeah.
And like, but it's just like I don't want to keep seeing him like go. And now
I'm
the Punisher.
And now I'm the Punisher again.
Like just I want to see the Punisher that is like in the
comic books, he's the Punisher all the time.
Or even like Ray Stevenson's Punisher in
Punisher Warzone. Yeah.
But I so kind of do get that they can't have the Punisher around because he would kill all the bad guys. So they need him downtime. They need some kind of downtime for him.
Need him to be shared.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, this is how you're going to power down the Punisher by him having his sad moments. But I just think there's a way you can work it where he's all over America. He's not just in New York all the time. So it's just like, obviously he's busy taking out smaller.
Which is funny because like the Thomas Jane movie is all set in Tampa.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, why is he not in New York? You know, which is just...
And he's
that
not,
was a weird one, yeah.
That's the thing is, he's just not a New York hero all the time. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
I think he would do great in like you put him in Chicago or something.
Yeah,
like that,
just
or,
like
Detroit.
He should be moving. Like that's the thing. He should be like Reacher, moving from town to town. Like not. It shouldn't be like just stuck in New York because you have so many heroes there. There's
Alan
nothing.
Richardson would be a good Punisher.
I mean,
Richardson's
yeah,
a great
he'd
Punisher.
be
a big dude.
Yeah. Like it's just like I think that you can't leave the Punisher in one spot.
Yeah,
that does not.
yeah.
Plus, with him having superheroes around him, that does not work.
Yeah.
Unless he's hunting one of those superheroes.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like.
But you're right. Yeah, in the comics, he's never just in one spot.
Oh.
You're right.
Yeah, and like his like knowledge and know-how, he's able to travel. He's able to hide,
Right.
shipments and things for his weapons to get across seas, and so it's just like they're limiting him to New York, and I don't understand why. But I hope they get past it, and I hope I obviously he's not in the movie, but I was hoping Jigsaw survived at the end of season 2, and he comes back.
A more scarred version,
Right.
rather than like the two little gashes.
Well, that really
I was
angered
like,
me because
really calling that guy Jigsaw?
Well, that was
still a handsome fucker.
I mean, they put that mask on him to make it look like because it had all these fake stitches on there. So I was like, okay, whatever. But the way he smashed his face up in the end of the first season,
against that mirror,
Yeah.
And I think he was going to have more scars, but then there's I forget what group came out like, why are we making all these villains have scars? And then they had to pull back on it, and they kind of back.
Really?
Yeah, there was like
I heard that,
there was a big thing about people. I forget what other movie
people look like monsters.
Yeah, like scarred people being monsters, or handicapped people being monsters in some way. And I was like, but there's a reason behind it,
Right.
So I was just hoping we'd get, because that actor was great. He did a great job.
Yeah,
it was just
Ben Barnes. I think?
Ben Barnes. And I loved Ray Stevenson's Jigsaw because he played it off the wall.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just gonna go ham.
And that was awesome. And so it's just like I want us to get there, but I think they're trying to rein him in. They're not going to let him loose.
Yeah.
And I was like, with season 2, wasn't he not in New York in season 2?
That's right, he wasn't.
Yeah. So that's why I thought like he could just keep moving.
Yeah.
And obviously cops are going to be after him everywhere he goes. So it's like he's the A-team, but he's the one that kills people.
Yeah.
And so it's it's just like I would like him to be set loose, and then he's got more opportunity, and his character could develop as he travels along the road.
Well, I will say this: the action is really good. Bernthal does a lot of stunts himself.
Yeah, he does.
That's great.
Yeah,
He
which is awesome.
does a fire walk, like he
Oh,
gets
really?
set on fire. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I mean, it's so.
No, go on.
No, yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of memeing the
fall.
There's a really
I
bad
was about to bring that.
face replacement thing in the movie that is getting a lot of heat.
Really?
But it's you're talking about a 3-second chunk of 44 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a quick thing. Like I saw the clip online, I was like, I get why people are making fun of it, but I was like,
I haven't seen it. He falls off a building and they do a body double.
Well, it's him hitting he falls and hits a air vent thing
on a roof,
and it looks very PlayStation 4 cutscene.
Oh,
looking.
really?
Like,
Yeah.
And the production said like, oh no, we didn't do like a full body CGI. We just did face replacement. But for some
that's
reason,
a stunt guy, I guess. Falling?
Yeah, it just looks weird.
Oh.
Interesting. I mean, I started watching it. I'm definitely gonna finish it because I love Bernthal as a Punisher. Bernthal just in general is awesome.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. I'm excited to finish it. So
Yeah, I think everyone. It feels like there is a third act missing because you want him to go after like Manucci at the end or something
Right.
like that, and it doesn't really happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
So it
that's
feels
set
like
up for
there's
a future.
Yeah, it does
thing.
feel like there's setup.
Okay. And speaking of dark superheroes, we had the Boys finale.
Oh yeah.
This was the end of the Boys finale, that the 5th season. The The boys, I've gone back and forth on this show. I think some of it, I've liked it in general. I think they did a good job with it. I think that Anthony Starr as Homelander is one of the best castings I've ever seen.
I don't
and
know
Anthony
how
Starr is
he's
amazing.
never been nominated for anything.
It's ridiculous that he hasn't, dude.
Because he carries that
Everything like that he wants to project, he does it with this one look. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's able to, like, on a switch, he's able to go from happy to psychotic.
Oh yeah,
and psychotic to back to happy.
Yeah,
it's or sad.
Yeah,
it's so
he's
so well. He does such a good job. In this, so it's Anthony Starr's Homelander has always been really weird. Obviously, some of the things that he does, but he's always been terrifying.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the boys plays a little too much into like the joke aspect of it, because I know the comic book was like that, you know. So sometimes it's like I got a little tired of seeing like, oh, it's a superhero. Oh, I know what his backstory is. He's freak nasty, loves strap-on dildos and ball gags,
right? And
he's some type of deviant. It's like, so anytime that I saw that, I was just kind of rolling my eyes. But by the third season, I was like, oh my god, so you're still going with this thing? Yeah. Like they ran into Tech Knight, which was supposed to be their version of Batman. This billionaire who
Tech
was
Knight
like,
is the most fucked up person.
Who's the fuck? And he's got a sex dungeon. I was like, oh, he's got a sex dungeon. Wow, what a shock! I never would have seen that coming. Mm-hmm. It would have been awesome to see Tech Knight as the actual Batman, and like how about he teams up to like try to stop Homelander, like we saw, you know, vis-a-vis with Superman versus Batman, something like that. It would have been awesome to see that, but you know, they didn't go that route. So sometimes they lean too much in the joke aspect, but this last season was really well done, and for spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, they kill off Frenchie, who has been a fan favorite this entire time, and that was a really, like I've said, they do a great job of having Homelander be this terrifying presence in the show, and in the last few scenes that we have Frenchie, he really is terrifying. Mm-hmm. Like how when we hear as they're hiding out in school, Frenchie has set up this alert that'll alert them to any incoming superheroes, Doppler. And as it's getting closer, he's telling Kimiko and Sister Sage to hide because he knows that Homelander is going to be able just to find him. Mm-hmm. He can't see through, and obviously he's based on Superman, so he can't see through lead. But this is, I think it's zinc. Yeah. Put him in
which they established in the first season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They put him. She hides him in like an air conditioning vent, which is made of zinc typically. So he lands, and the way that they set it up, you hear Homelander land, and then you just see him slowly approaching where Frenchie is, who can't hide, and like you're like, oh shit, is this the end of Frenchie? Yeah. And as he's walking through the school, you hear like Homelander like stomping around, and because he has all the powers that Superman has, fast light, being able to move fast, the ability, his super hearing, all Frenchie has to do, Homelander's getting close to where Kimiko and Sister Sage are hiding. Can't see him, but he's getting close to him, and Frenchie just taps. Yep. Just taps a little bit the wall, and he's right there. And he says, "Oh, it's the Frenchman." And I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah. And right when I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna kill off Frenchie," which is such a good thing, because the other thing that I think that the boys has done okay is killing off supporting characters, but the main cast have kind of stayed away from.
They kind of have plot armor. Yeah.
They have plot armor until this season.
Yeah.
I didn't think they're gonna have the guts to kill A-Train. I thought he was gonna survive the entire time and go on and be redeemed. He kind of was redeemed, but he died in the end. Homelander killed him.
It's a great death scene, though.
Great death scene. Holy shit, it was really well done. And they kill Frenchie in this. Yeah. So I was like, holy shit. I knew one of the main cast was going to die. I was either going to be Mother's Milk, Frenchie, not Riley, Huey, or Kimiko. I thought it was going to be one of those four. We knew Butcher was going to die somehow. Yeah. But he kills off Frenchie, and I was like, actually, it was a moving scene. I actually teared up. I was like, oh shit, dude. And he says, look at you, as he lures Homelander into they've been zapping Kimiko with rays to try to get her ability to take away superheroes' abilities, like Soldier Boy has. Frenchie lures him in there, shuts the door, and opens the shutters that has uranium, and it hurts Homelander, but he can get out of it. But of course, Frenchie's not a superhero; he's a regular person, so he immediately begins to die. And the greatest thing that Frenchie looks at me, so Homelander, the entire time people have been telling Homelander, you're nothing, you're weak. And he hates to hear that. And Frenchie tells him that. He's like, look at you, I bet you never danced a day in your life. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. And of course he kills him. He's able to get out of there. Homelander leaves, and it's such a touching scene to see Kimiko and Frenchie saying goodbye to each other. Because this entire time, up that entire episode, they've been like, once this is over, we can go to France, we can get a dog, we can start our life. and we can just live and just get away from this. And for a second, you think that's what's going to happen, and then Homelander shows up, and it's just ugh.
Yeah.
But so that was the second to last episode, and finally we get the final episode where they infiltrate the White House, and they are able to finally blast Homelander after a great fight scene where Homelander's son comes in. So it's him and Butcher fighting it out. And greatest death scene ever is now that as soon as he gets blasted, I was like, I hope they do a scene where Homelander tries to use his powers and can't.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. I was also thinking, I hope they get a scene where he's a sniveling. He's revealed to be what he really is, a sniveling coward.
Yeah, once he has no power.
He has no power, and also Butcher and his son, Homelander's son, get blasted as well. So now they're human.
Yep.
And Butcher just beats the shit out of him as a regular person. One regular person to another,
Yep.
just absolutely beats the fuck out of Homelander. And Homelander's just sitting there with just a face full of hamburger, and he's just pleading for. He's like, please, 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 I can get you whatever you want. Oh, so you want me to eat shit? I'll eat shit. All that, and it's being broadcast live because Homelander was giving a live statement to the world to proclaim himself God.
Yeah,
so well done, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's just, and he kills him with a crowbar to the head. It's just such a worthwhile scene that everybody was like finally glad to see. It was just again, Anthony Starr carries it. He's able to go from this terrifying force to like this sniveling, pathetic, human who's at his wit's end, who's at the end of his life and knows it. So well done. So well done. What did you think of it?
I was surprised by it. I've read the comic book, so I knew kind of broad strokes where they were going.
Right. Does he die the same way?
He does die in the White House. There's a lot of stuff in the comic book that they don't do. I mean,
does he die because he has powers taken away, or is that
no?
Okay.
So in the book, all the boys, the characters, all have superpowers. They all hit themselves up with V. So Butcher's got powers.
Right.
Mother's Milk. Well, Mother's Milk is called that because he was breastfed with V. So that's why. That's when the name comes from in the
because there's different explanations.
Yeah, and they all are superpowered, and Homelander takes over the White House, and it's kind of going crazy because of he doesn't know, he was like, I didn't do any of these bad things, but there's more evidence proving that he is, so he feels like he's losing his mind. Yeah, there's this whole thing where Noir is actually a clone of Homelander in the book, so he's kind of an evil clone that's been doing all this stuff as Homelander, and then Butcher comes in and takes him out. Like him and Noir come in and they take out Homelander, and it's the same thing with the crowbar to the head.
Oh, okay.
But then this happens 2/3 of the run in the comic book. Like Homelander doesn't make it to the end.
So I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if Homelander would have died midway of season 4, that would have been more like the comic. After that, Butcher is your main antagonist. Because he's still on the I'm going to kill all the Supes, including my own team because they're all Supes.
Right.
So he takes out Mother's Milk. He takes out Frenchie and Community. Yeah, he kills everyone.
I think that would have been more interesting if they did that for the show.
I thought that's where they were going, and then the more the episodes were going by, because especially at the end of last season where Butcher's, kills the senator. And he's I thought, Butcher's going to be the new big bad.
Yeah.
And they kind of rewrote that ending with season 5. He comes back no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So it's in the comic, the way that Butcher dies in the end of this season is very much the same in the comic book with Huey has to take him out basically. He's just a mad dog at that point. And he's Huey has to do what Huey does. And also because he's in love with Starlight, and it's well, if you take out all the Supes, you're taking out
Kimiko, taking out Starlight. Yeah.
Well, in the book, he already takes Kimiko and Frenchie die in an explosion together.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful thing, but well, I mean, it's
I know what you mean.
They see the bomb that Butcher left, and they're like, oh, here we go, kind of thing. I liked the scene with. Huey kind of knows he has to take out Butcher. He knows what Butcher's planning, and because Butcher's kind of it doesn't matter what I do. You can take out Homelander, and in a few weeks there'll be another Homelander.
Right, that's what he says in this. Yeah, too, yeah.
And so, that scene plays out really well in the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like Huey knows what he has to do, doesn't like to do it, and like Carl Urban, I think, plays it out beautifully, where he has a moment where he sees his dead brother.
Is that who that was? I couldn't remember who that was. Okay,
so Lenny, so he sees his like younger dead brother,
right?
And that's kind of why he's picked up Huey too. Is like he says it in a few seasons. He's like, you're spitting image of my brother, and like he was my conscience, because I don't want to be an asshole like my dad was.
Right. So in this, Butcher's prepared to release the virus that kills Soups.
Yeah.
Throughout all of the Vought building.
Yeah, and like it would
spread within days. Yeah.
And Huey knows that like I have to take him out. I have to shoot him, and
so Homelander beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Butcher beats the fuck out of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have they go toe to toe for a while, and then Huey gets the draw on him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm sorry. Like straight away as soon as he shoots him, he's like, I didn't want to do that.
Right.
But I think at that point,
but he also only was able to do it because Butcher delayed because he saw his brother.
Yeah.
So
Well, after he saw that, he took his finger off the
trigger.
thing.
Yeah.
So
like,
maybe he wasn't
going to do it.
Wasn't going to do it. Yeah.
You never know, because at that point he had nothing to lose.
Right.
Like Ryan, his son.
He's not his son.
Yeah, Homelander's son was basically like, I don't want anything to do with you.
Right.
You're not a good person either. Homelander was a piece of shit, but so are you.
Right.
And then the Terror passes away, which was like, just seeing Terror just lying there. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
poor dog. And so
how did that happen?
Well, they talk about like Terror being old. He's an older dog through that season. So
yeah. Because I was kind of sudden to me. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. And so Butcher has nothing to lose, and he still hates Soups. So, he hated Homelander the most, but
right.
So we see Butcher get taken out, and then we see, Annie and Huey. Annie's now pregnant. Starlight's pregnant, and they're starting their own little.
He's reopened his father's store.
Yeah. The electronics store. I thought the ending was really beautiful.
I thought it was great. I thought it was well done. Yeah.
There's definitely some story points that they just kind of let dangle. Like, everyone, there was a lot of online chatter about like where's Stormfront, because like they kept kind of saying like, well, did you see her body? You didn't really see her body when she died, and she supposedly can't be killed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird that like. That never got picked up, but she's going to be in this Vought Rising show,
right?
And then same with Soldier Boy gets kind of choked out by Homelander and put back into frozen storage kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's never really addressed again. So what's going on with that?
Well, I thought that wasn't there supposed to be so at the end of the show, Huey gets a call by the president from the president. Hey, we're reopening the superhero bureau. If you want to be in charge of it. Says no thanks because he's got a life now with Starlight, and he's got his dad's store reopened. And I thought that's what was going to be the spinoff, like they're going to reanimate Soldier Boy and be like, hey, you got to go after these superheroes that are running around, and we'll give you a pardon, whatever. That's what I thought. But apparently not. They're doing a prequel to this show. So I don't know.
I wonder if
because I thought there was going to be a spinoff of just Soldier Boy. I thought.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if it is just a straight up prequel where it's just the 1950s, or if they add like flash forwards into it.
That could be it too. Yeah. What'd you think, Chad?
I mean, I thought the ending was nice. It was just I felt the last encounter with Homelander. I don't know what it was. It felt lackluster to me. It was just like
you're right. Yeah.
They got in so quickly to the White House of all things, and I was just like, it was just a quick. Like tossle, and then he loses his powers. It's like, this is kind of anticlimactic.
What felt more impactful? The first fight that he had with Soldier Boy and Huey and Butcher in that sex party or whatever.
Yeah.
That felt much more impactful.
I mean, it's just like
that was a much better fight.
Also,
scene.
they marketed the marketing for this. Like a lot of the posters was him hovering over with scorched earth. Yeah, and I was like, you've never let him loose. Like I want.
True.
Let him go crazy at least once. Because it didn't feel earned. Yeah. I don't know. I was like, okay, they got him, and then that's it.
If you're really closing the book on this universe, you could have him like destroy a city.
Yeah.
Do an Omni-Man and take out like Washington D.C. or whatever.
Yeah.
Do one horrible thing like for the show. Just like I just didn't feel like there for me for that. But I mean, nothing on Anthony Starr. He's amazing. It's just like I also got like I jumped a couple episodes in this season because I was just like, this is hitting and missing with me. Whether it was just like I'm getting tired. Like they're just repeating a lot of stuff, and I love him as the villain. But I was like, when are we gonna? You guys are just not getting there. And I don't know. I kind of got tired, and I was like, let me just go to the end here because I just wanted to see how they were gonna do it, and it was just like, oh, that's it. It was like I wanted something more epic. I don't know.
Did you like the way the Deep went out?
That was cool.
It was,
but it was just like I didn't get, like cut back to the fight with Homelander. I wanted to see more like what's going on.
Right.
Well,
this is a pivotal moment.
The weird thing about that fight too was like, hey, you know, it'd be very helpful in this fight against Homelander, Starlight. Like, why did she fly 30 miles away? You know, it's just like that could have been. It's Butcher and kind of Chemical to an extent who can't really stand up to Homelander, not really. And then eventually Ryan shows up, thankfully. You know, but if he hadn't shown up, they probably would have, you know. So it's like Starlighter would have been very helpful in that fight, but instead she gets sidetracked. She's never really
had a 1-on-1 against Homelander.
She hasn't. No, she hasn't. And now I understand why they did that because it goes back to the first season where he basically sexually assaulted her.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand they had to like kind of close that out to get her
with the Deep. Yeah.
Right, with the Deep.
Yeah.
So I get why they did it, but it's like, why'd she have to fly really far away? Like she goes halfway across the city. It's like, couldn't just have it outside or something. I understand because they wanted to set it up that the Deep gets killed by his own
right,
not people,
like,
his own
it's like
creatures.
The White House is nowhere near a beach.
Right, exactly. You know. Anyway, but but now they're fighting Homelander. It's like they kind of need you.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more impactful if like all of the boys were in that room.
Yeah.
And like maybe some of them were getting killed. Like it would suck to lose them.
Yeah.
But I think it would make it that much.
Definitely can,
like it just feels like he wasn't that much of a threat at that moment. I was like, okay,
true,
you guys,
true.
And I just like
Yeah, I didn't expect any of them to survive. I was surprised how many did survive.
They lost Frenchie.
Yeah.
And that's
that's it. Yeah.
So I get it. It's just that fight was. I was like, oh shit, this is cool. It's a fight scene in the Oval Office. It's being broadcast live. This is gonna be, I think the death scene was really well done, but the actual fight scene, I was like, that's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah,
like I said, that Hero-gasm fight was so much better.
Yeah,
probably because it was the first time we got to see like Soldier Boy Unleashed. First time that a Butcher actually got his licks in, to an equal level.
And you see Homelander like scared for the
just about to say,
yeah.
and his first time Homelander's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And the other great thing that I like that they didn't make Homelander, even though nobody's been able to equal up to him at all, he's still a really formidable fighter.
Yeah.
I like they did that. He's not, he's like a bitch to some extent,
right.
But when it comes to handling himself physically, he still was able to throw down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I like that, but that fight was, again, it's probably because it's the first time we saw Homelander actually like get like tossed around and get punched, and he's like he's hurting. It's like the first time he's felt pain. Like holy shit. So I don't know how they'd be able to make it more impactful for the White House, but I agree with you.
Or like
Chad,
he's got some like even he's about to announce himself as God or whatever, but like have him like have a threat towards the United States or something, like if we don't take him now, he's gonna do this.
Well,
like there was no
they
like
did that with the churches with all the psychics.
I
mean, like, if you're not a believer, he's just gonna wipe you out.
Well, but like it didn't seem an imminent threat at the moment.
Yeah.
Right? Like I wanted it to be present and people of everywhere know
should
that
have had like the nuclear football, like
something like that.
Yeah, like just something like that, just to give it some kind of like, oh, there's an
more
urgency
of a weight.
right here.
Yeah.
Like
I agree with you. I agree. Yeah. I mean, overall, it was a show that would frustrate me sometimes because it like you said, Chad, it could be a little repetitive. Like, and I already brought it up with the super. Like, all of them are freak nasty. Aside from the good guys, all of them are freak nasties.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess I kind of understand that because like they're so invincible and they're so powerful that this is the only way they can feel any type of like pleasure, I guess, by being.
Yeah.
But every single one of them, like, okay, come on, But aside from that, I thought the first season was some of the greatest television we've ever gotten. And it was. I think the ending was well done, and the losing friendship was really heartbreaking. So
yeah, but you do. I mean, you get that great moment with Kimiko's like trying to figure out how to get that power, and he kind of shows up in a vision, in a way to egg her on.
Since it's not rage.
Yeah. It's a beautiful moment.
It is.
You kind of need that to get to that moment.
Right.
If only they can this would be a reboot down the line, not of the boys, but this would be just because of how successful the boys were. If we pull back all the absurd, costumes and things like that, we pull all that back, and then we insert heroes from what we almost had before the writer's strike, and then it went downhill.
Oh, heroes from the 2000s.
Yeah. And I was like, if this show has the potential to bring that in, but it's obviously this one's more comic book and silly and dark humor.
I hated that they kept nerfing Peter Petrelli.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like he'd be like, I've got godlike powers. Then he had amnesia the next season. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You have to learn it all again.
Also, I love that show. The first season I thought was great.
Yeah.
The only shitty part about that was the final fight. That was so that's it. Because they kept making this. Oh my god.
Between him and Sylar.
Oh my god, Sylar. Watch out, Sylar's coming.
Yeah.
He's the baddest thing ever. And the fight scene is 3 minutes long, and I was like, "That's it? That wasn't great."
Well, I mean, they were. I think they were trying to ground it in a sense.
They were, but
I would say like other people. Obviously, I know season 2 has its flaws, but I still enjoyed it only because I love the hero's time travel and the immortal character Adam was so interesting to me because I was like, "That's so cool," that I was able to push all the. Obviously, not as good stuff to the side. So it sucks.
That show got really wrecked by the writer's strike.
Big time. I was directly affected by
although
it.
I did continue just because I had some hope maybe they'll recover in season 3. And it wasn't.
Did you ever watch the reboot series with?
Oh, that's right. They did do a reboot.
Yeah, with Zach Levi was the main guy. And
no, I didn't know they.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, because I watched mainly season 3 because the bad guy was what's his name from Prison Break. The one-handed dude who's got the southern accent.
Teabag?
Teabag. Teabag was the villain who'd make earthquakes happen.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's cool.
Oh yeah, it was a carnival thing, right?
Yeah, and there was a puppet master guy that was really cool. So there were powers that were cool that made me keep watching, but I was just and you could have people messed up, but they don't always have to be perverted in the show. Obviously.
Yeah.
So I think it's just you can make interesting characters now and you could. I mean, there was another show that was on PlayStation called Powers with Charlotte Copley,
based on a comic book too.
Yeah, and I was like, that was really good, but it didn't. I wish it wasn't just on the PlayStation Network and it was on TV. It might have lasted long. Also, the Alphas, that was a great show too.
Alphas
it was pretty much X-Men.
Yeah,
with
Alphas,
David Strathairn as Xavier, pretty much.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is great. So there are ways. It's just I don't. For some reason, those shows didn't stick the landing, and then. This one.
Well, I mean, they didn't have the what we call now IP attachment to it.
I guess, yeah.
But that's a sad thing because we're not getting any of those kind of shows anymore.
No.
Of these kind of original idea in a sci-fi genre thing. We're not seeing that. I loved Farscape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's we're never going to see a show like that again because it's it's not got a Star Wars name or a Star Trek attachment. Who's gonna bankroll it?
Yeah, exactly. That is a big problem.
Where's my wish thing? I was I'll get my own production company, and then all those will be made. All of them will be made.
There it is,
guys. I'm starting a fund me. Just send our money to there, and we'll be making. All you guys bring, all you audience listening, you bring your movies to me. I guarantee they will be made in some capacity. Some capacity.
What does that mean? Yeah,
I mean, some capacity.
Yeah.
That means some capacity.
Yeah, we'll use one line of dialogue.
Yeah.
It's a little less funding than Asylum films.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Some capacity.
We're your launch pad.
Oh, there you go.
Launchpad
Pictures.
There it is. Boys, season finale. It was great. Check it out. Let's just jump into Darth Maul now.
I got a joke for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Where does Homelander like to go shopping?
God, where would he like to go shopping?
The Mall of America.
Anyway,
I don't know if you heard it.
Don't encourage that.
Mall of America.
How would you spell that, Maul?
Yeah, how would you spell? Would you spell
normally like you would Any other Maul?
I think this joke got mauled itself.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. Thanks for the dad joke.
You're welcome.
Darth Maul.
I almost spat up.
Yeah. On Disney Plus, TV show, limited series. Just recently ended. Man, what a great show. You recommended it last time. I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, same.
You hadn't seen it either yet?
No, yeah, but after he was talking about it, I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I planned on seeing it, but I checked it out. I was like, holy
Mm-hmm.
shit, from start to finish.
I'll just sit back and knowing I'm right.
Yeah, you're definitely right on this one. Yeah.
It's no one's talking about it.
Nobody.
I'm
shocked.
like, it's so good, and it's like a really was it 10 episodes?
Yeah, 10.
And just like really like nice, clean storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can attest to this when we first saw the trailer, the first trailer. I was like, who cares? I don't care. I know how he dies in Rebels. Why would I care? Mm-hmm. And then like watching this, I was like, okay, you got me. It's just like they introduced some depth to him that I was like I wasn't expecting, and like obviously there's they've done it in the comics, like some of his storyline and stuff like that, but I never really looked into it, and I was like, oh, this is more interesting than I thought it would be, because we did see him through Clone Wars and stuff, and I was like, what more could they do? And,
and he actually makes like sense, like his like view on the universe. You can't say he's wrong. Like he talks to the Jedi. He's like, look, what you guys tried to be a police force, and look what happened to you guys. Like, you gotta get a little dirty in this universe.
Right. The fight scenes I thought were amazing.
Yes. Oh yeah, the choreography
so good, dude. So good. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the lightsaber fights. Holy shit,
just quick and visceral and like dangerous.
Very
Felt
much
dangerous.
The thing is, I don't know if people. I mean, like other than in Phantom Menace when Ray Park and Obi-Wan, I don't know if like 4 people could pull off that together, unless they were actual martial artists. I don't know if they could pull off that kind of choreography, but which sucks. But like they could always have a stunt double, and then you just kind of zoom out from there or something like that. But I love the choreography in this. It was great, and it was also really, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen the show or got to the finale yet.
Pause it and go see it.
Yeah, pause it and just watch it.
Yeah.
And then
and then come back to here
now.
Yeah.
And the Darth Vader brawl.
Yeah.
Like
so good, dude.
I love how they did his movements, where it was so precise and slow.
Yeah.
And whereas like he's not as
like
flashy.
Empire.
Yeah.
Right,
and it makes sense because like with New Hope and Empire, he didn't have to, and he's doing it one-handed, and it just shows how
kind of
overpowered.
Yeah.
And like they even alluded to when Luke did the slamming down of the saber when he was doing it to Daki. And I was like, man, but like
I love that they have Vader do that every single fight that he uses his lightsaber as a club.
Yeah.
Because it was just rage. You know, it's so good. Yeah.
And then he would go to 2 just because he was like being more precise, because they were getting a little bit tougher to handle, but he was still overpowered because they made him like 7 feet tall.
He
was like ridiculous.
The entrance in that show of him, how the 2 Mandalorians get just pulled into the ether, and then he comes out of it. You hear the breathing obviously first, like we usually do, and he comes out of it. It's like, holy shit.
I felt so dumb because I was like, oh my god, like of course they would put Vader in the show. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I didn't think they would.
Me neither. I didn't even think. I didn't think about it at all.
Inquisitors.
Yeah.
I didn't think that. Like,
well, I knew he was talking to somebody. One of the Inquisitors was talking to us. It's probably Vader, but I doubt he'll make an appearance in this show.
Yeah,
because he's so high up.
Well, I thought it was the Grand Inquisitor, and I was like, okay, so that'll be him. But no, I was like, oh yeah, of course Vader would. He's been sent out to handle Jedi as well, so it makes sense. And like the fact they didn't have him speak whatsoever made it even better, because it was like more
Terminator.
Like Jason coming through the wall.
Yeah. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And like I was like, wow, this
and Maul didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Because like I kind of like if there's a season 2 and they explore that'd be interesting of him learning. Because like I remember in Clone Wars, he knew the Darth Sidious was interested in Anakin. He didn't know to what extent.
No,
But so I would love for him to recognize that it's Anakin at some point. Like if they have another
that
encounter.
little boy chased in the desert.
Yeah.
And and so it's just like that. It was. I would just I'm curious where they're gonna go after this season because they got greenlit for season 2.
Yeah, well, I'm excited
That's
to
awesome.
see.
Awesome.
There's a lot of talk of the apprentice of hers. Like Darth Talon is the name
Yes.
in the comic books, and obviously that's all kind of yet again been washed away, that canon.
Yeah.
So they're able to kind of reclaim it now, and I want to see her like really embrace the dark side and go to town. Like it's the corruption that is going to happen with her character. I think it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, it's kind of Ahsoka. It's the reverse, the flip coin of Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
Was she originally red, like Darth Talon?
Yeah, in the comics, I mean, she's she has
Twilight.
the same kind of tattooing as Maul has.
Oh, it was tattooing. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought she was just a red Twi'lek or something like that.
I mean, because Maul's also tattooed. Like he's supposed to
Really?
be like a lighter tone.
I always
and
thought
then-
that because like his brother Savage had different colors. So
Yeah,
it was
he's
just like,
more yellow, and then
Yeah.
I thought that was just their skin. I didn't know that
it
was
is. But then all the black is tattoos.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
okay.
all because I remember there was like a origin, like he's a little kid and he was all
Yeah.
red. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
And
yeah,
same
you're right,
thing,
you're right.
I think, with her.
I forgot.
those
If
are his
she's gonna
Sith
have-
tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna have the same tattoos. As,
Okay.
Although it's
Well, at
strange
least-
that Palpatine doesn't have any tattoos. It's
No. Well,
Well, no,
we
all
haven't
the
seen
other-
him
No, I
shirtless
think
yet.
that's true.
I think the tattoos are for the Dothraki, right? That's his race.
No, that's from Game of Thrones.
No, sorry. Yeah. Fuck.
Which
what's
they
his
do have tattoos.
They do.
What's
tattoos,
his planet? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Darth
But
Maul's
I thought Sith got tattooed too. They all don't they?
No,
Generally?
that's because Anakin was never tattooed.
No.
I mean,
Well,
although he got a
fucked up.
permanent,
Yeah,
he got something permanent
yeah.
though.
He got fucked up. That's why. Yeah.
But no, like there's been other ones that didn't have.
Dooku had a tramp stamp. I knew that. but-
Yeah.
Probably.
Check out
He seemed like
my
he seemed like a freak. Yeah. Dirty old man.
Obi-Wan.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they're taking chances with this.
pissing on the Republic symbol.
She's getting off. on that,
Dathomir.
yeah.
That's what I'm.
Dathomir.
Dathomir,
There you go.
yeah.
That's why I was like Dothraki. Dathomir.
Yeah.
But Dathomir, there's other horned
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
and there's just that's just their clan. Their
Yeah,
type of thing.
yeah.
They're
They're
in.
tattooed.
They act as like bodyguards for the Night Sisters.
Yeah,
in that
and
Fallen
Fallen
Order.
Order,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they took a chance with this show. It was really well done. The artwork was beautiful.
So
Like,
good.
dude, like every single
Yeah.
like frame is like a piece of art. It was
Yeah.
crazy. You know?
I mean, like, yeah, it just beautiful backgrounds.
Yeah.
The atmosphere
Uh-huh.
they were
Atmosphere
able
was
to
good,
eject.
yeah.
Like this, like the way Lawson goes down.
Uh-huh.
Like how he's done it. It's all in smoke, and he
Yeah.
like chases after the stormtroopers, and just it's beautiful.
And it
So
leaves it
well
open
done.
like he could be alive.
I hope I love
that's
that
the rule.
character.
If you don't die on screen, there's a chance
Yeah,
you could come
I
back.
love that character. So yeah, I would love to see him.
Because isn't Merrick in Ashoka? He was the one that was forced off by Daki.
yes, yes,
So he's obviously alive somewhere
yeah.
and comes back. But yeah, so no, I'm that'd be cool if more of this show bleeds into Ahsoka season 2
Oh, it'd be great.
That'd be great.
and
yeah.
get like how they did Thrawn with like live action to transfer from
Oh,
animation
man,
to live
if
action.
we could have, if we could have Maul. No,
He wouldn't be alive then.
he
though.
won't be alive. You're
It
right.
would be Sam Witwer, who was his voice.
Yeah, but
He's-
in terms of
he's-
timeline, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense because
Well, that's
dies
true. Yeah,
before
he
Luke.
dies. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. So yeah.
But he could at least be around for.
But we can have his apprentice.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah,
If
she
When-
can meet Ahsoka.
she- could
When
be
did Darth?
versus
So
Ahsoka, it'd
after
be
he
great.
got cut in half, that's when he got the spider legs.
yeah.
Right, and that's when he was a crime lord at that time, right?
No, he was.
No.
He was went kind of crazy, and he was living on the junk planet.
Right. I remember
Yeah.
he like lost
and
his
then,
mind for a while.
And then Savage took him in,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
they took over Mandalore,
right.
and he got
Yeah.
the dark saber at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he started doing the crime lord stuff, and he was going to retake Mandalore because it was Bo-Katan took the saber from him,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and then he
Right.
was going to retake, and that's when all the other crime syndicates went up against him.
Right.
and then
right,
Darth Sidious. Although I forget when Darth
Oh.
Sidious kidnaps him and holds him hostage.
Yeah,
for-
and kills Savage.
yeah,
yeah.
Savage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so
This is all in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
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 And Rebels shows him dying.
Rebels, yeah.
So I wonder if this Maul show will just get Crimson Dawn stuff, like just all of
That'd be
that.
great.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Because
the Solo movie.
He shows up at the end of Solo, and he's in
Right.
charge of the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
Which we don't see, but we do see. What's his name?
Yeah.
Bentley's character was it?
yeah, I know who you're talking about with the two blades.
Yeah, he's there in the end of this show.
Yeah.
Which I think this is predating
Solo.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how far they go, and they could cover the ground before we see him again in Rebels, So
they're running out runway, but
yeah, they are
driving boss.
But at least they
Thank
can, but at least they could get maybe 1 or 2 more seasons out of it.
Yeah,
depending on what they want to tell.
Yeah, and like Sam Witwer's voice acting is
so good, dude.
so good, so very
yeah.
precise.
Yeah.
The way he's able to convey this character, it's not. He's not just a raging maniac anymore.
Right.
He's very calculated. He's
Yeah.
very smart, and he knows what buttons to push on people to get them to do what he wants.
Yeah, very calculating. Yeah.
I also like that they didn't make him truly a good guy, quote unquote good guy, because like I was like, all right, we're rooting for him right now, but I was like, he's being, but he like pushes Daki into Darth. To sacrifice him. I was like, there he is.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants. And
Yeah.
it's that apprentice. So he's like, I'll just take care of that Jedi, and it's no blood on my hands. Yeah.
But he also at points he's like, show some respect to he's a Jedi master.
Yeah.
I was like, I like that.
That was dope. That was dope. Yeah. Yeah, great show, man. I'm really excited for what they're gonna do with it. So yeah, Dave Filoni's moving up, working on it. So yeah, I think they got. If they stick to this, it's gonna be awesome, dude.
Yeah, check it out, everyone.
Yeah.
And it always kind of makes me sad that like Solo was such a failure because in the second movie they were planning on showing more Darth, and that's in that side of it, the Crimson Dawn side of it, and we didn't get
Solo.
that,
I mean, unfortunately, like they filmed it twice.
Yeah, I know.
So the bill on that movie was so high, it had to make. Because it actually did open pretty well. It opened to 100.
Yeah.
They made over 100 million in opening. Which nowadays is like, oh my gosh, that's huge. But like it had a real uphill battle.
Dude, I don't really get the hate for it. I don't think it's that bad a movie.
No.
So compared to everything we've gotten.
I will say I don't think it's a good Star Wars movie. I think it's a good space movie.
Yeah.
Like if you remove all the Star Wars stuff to it, it's a good movie.
I mean, Donald Glover's Lando was brilliant casting in my books. I love him as Lando.
Yeah.
He's
great.
He
He's
did.
great.
I want a Lando movie.
which we were supposed to get, Yeah.
And
That's gone.
it's very interesting, but like the whole stuff with the droid becoming the consciousness of I was like, I don't need that.
It was because she was all about
that shit was stupid.
Yeah, droid civil rights, and then she like gets trapped in a machine to take humans everywhere. I'm like, that's really kind of sad.
Yeah, that's
it's really
dark and like
death for that character.
I kind of like it was cool to see the parsecs,
the Kessel Run.
But it was just like I didn't need to, and it's fun to hear him talk about it and never know.
Right, I mean that was the thing. It's like there's a lot of things in that movie was like we got to show how he gets his blaster.
Yeah,
we got to show how he gets.
Here's the dice.
The dice that
okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I think everybody has a big problem with how he got his name, the Solo thing. I was like, that's fine. I was like, really?
Yeah,
I thought that
fine.
You were alone.
I was so bad at that.
Solo. Yeah.
Well, let me just call you Solo.
I wish he had said he's like, I'm alone. I'm Solo. Okay, Solo.
Yeah,
that would have made more sense.
That's a better
way
way
to misunderstanding kind of thing.
Exactly. Instead of the Imperial officers giving it to him, it would have more difference if he said it, and the Imperial officers, that's what I'll put you down as. Yeah. There you go. That would have made much more sense.
Just
but
tweaking the plot,
exactly. But whatever. That should kind of started the slow descent.
Well, and knowing what Lord and Miller did with Project Hail Mary, I would have loved to see their version of.
Dude, that shit would have been amazing, man. Yeah, I know.
But in a alternate world somewhere.
True.
Right, exactly.
We didn't get to see young Greedo though.
We didn't. Yeah.
No.
Do we need to?
Well, if we're hitting all these other things he talks about, we should at least get a young. How did Greedo? Oh, me? I like money. Oh, you're pretty greedy. Oh. Greedo.
Steve Buscemi is the voice of young Greedo.
That's how he got his name.
Yeah, that's a. I like money.
Stop being such a greed. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, apparently in this universe, you can just pick a name whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, okay, you don't need
Ray Skywalker.
We got a young Greedo in...
with the Imperialists, you don't need a identification card or nothing to really prove who you are. It's like, okay.
We got a young Greedo in Phantom Menace. Remember?
That's not Greedo.
Oh,
that was Greedo.
That was Greedo.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was like just a...
No, they say his name. They say Greedo.
Oh, really?
There's a deleted scene where he Anakin's beating him up or something. Like they're in a fist fight.
Oh,
something like that.
It's
Yeah, but I think the scene they left in was... I think they left it in. Remember, it was like, you better be careful, Greedo.
Yeah,
something
your
like
mouth's
that.
Going to get you in trouble. Or
Right,
like
exactly.
That,
It's like a one-liner. And it's a young Greedo. They're the same age.
It's a little wink to the camera.
Hey, Lucasfilm, I got an idea to pitch for you now. Greedo, his rise in the crime family of the Hutts, right?
Yeah,
right. We'd follow
Everyone
that.
loves young.
But he's
Sheldon.
just a soldier, though.
This is young Greedo.
And you go, ooh.
I thought but isn't he just a soldier? He's not like a high-ranking member.
No, but he's is he a bounty hunter?
No,
because he's after Solo, so he's like
he works for Jabba too.
Yeah. Okay, so he rises in the ranks to
because he's like you let all the spice out.
Yeah.
In the universe, Jabba's mad.
Yeah.
So there's money on your head.
So he's working his way up, and then he's like, I'm gonna get Solo, and I'm gonna get him for Hutt, and then he's gonna promote me, and he gets shot.
And that's the last thing he leaves the hut. That's the
But
fast
then
thing.
the camera zooms in on his chest, and he's got Beskar underneath his vest, and then he's alive. He's like, oh my god,
I got a second chance. And that's him just like trying to redo it. Yeah.
And then when Boba Fett kills Hutt, he's like, oh man, there's a turn in there's a vacuum now. Now it's my turn.
Yeah.
And he has a feud with Boba.
And he becomes Lord Greedo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, Han shot first. So as we all know.
Wait, I would like to see the scene, 5 minutes later when the bartender from the canteen has to push his body out. God damn it.
Or you
a
see
bunch
some
of arms on the floor.
You see some sparks out of his chest. He's really a droid that's wearing.
See,
it's like
there you go. Let's do this. Let's do the Greedo show. That's the next one.
Him and
Star Wars. Greedo.
Greedo and Salacious Crumb join.
Oh shit!
There you go.
It's like, and he's riding on his shoulder the whole time. Oh yeah,
that's
it'd be like evil Ratatouille.
It's Master Blaster.
Exactly.
And Watson, you saw In the Gray.
I did.
You said that this movie was not great. It
isn't. No, this is.
Tell us.
Would you say it's not great?
Oh, man. It's not great at all.
You didn't do a segue, so I was doing it for you.
Because I didn't. Yeah.
This movie doesn't deserve a segue.
I was gonna say is sometimes there's shades of gray. We're talking about Greedo. Like sometimes there's shades of gray. But I didn't want to go because I was gonna get the look that you guys just gave me. So fuck it.
Well, yeah. So this is the latest movie from Guy Ritchie, who it's so funny. Like I was thinking about this recently of filmmakers who made it the British filmmakers who came on the scene in the early 2000s. You think of Guy Ritchie. You think of just blanked on his name.
Quentin Tarantino.
No. I was early
directors?
2000s. Yeah, I was.
Christopher Nolan.
Nolan's never really his stuff has never really gone downhill. But I was thinking who just did The Running Man?
Oh, Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, thank you, Jesus. Watching Running Man going
oh yeah,
this is the same guy who did
Scott Pilgrim.
Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim. Really? And this is the same with this. I love Guy Ritchie's earlier stuff. You get
it's great. Snatch,
Lock, Stock, Smoking Barrel.
Yeah.
I'm just this is the same guy. This is so paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Just really paper thin plot.
The Gentleman was kind of like that too.
Yeah,
to an
I
extent.
thought The Gentleman was great.
No, I thought it was
still
good, but it's not what it used to be.
And, I liked Man from U.N.C.L.E. even.
Yeah,
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was good.
Man from
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was awesome.
Which is
Henry Wrath of Man, very underrated. No one went to see that. It was actually really good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to take your word for it because I was one of those who didn't see it.
No, yeah, but I think it was the post Aladdin stuff.
Yeah.
After drinking that Disney Kool-Aid, he's like,
this movie is sucking on the teat of Saudi money. This is just it's a Saudi film company There's like,
Oh, is it really? Oh.
yeah, it's there's scenes that are set in the out there, and let's just like, oh, we just got to show the how opulent things are over there, and like it really hurts. And like the movies, you've got Henry Cavill, you've got Jake Gyllenhaal in there, and they really look like they're checked out through this movie.
Really?
It feels like they're saying lines to say lines. Rosamund Pike's in there, and it's all about like Rosamund Pike is a banker who works for this big Goldman Sachs kind of bank. They give $1 billion to a arms dealer guy by the name of Salazar, who yeah, I know.
It's like a video game bad guy.
I'm about to say, or that's like something out of The Simpsons.
Yeah, so like they want their money back, their loan back, so they send off a guy to get the money. Salazar kills the guy because he's on Salazar Island, and no one can get off Salazar's Island. And so Rosamund Pike hires Jake Gyllenhaal and Henry Cavill and their team to kind of retrieve the money, kind of deal. And the whole thing is, it's not quite legal, it's not quite black, it's not quite white. It's in the gray.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's just.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
It is so bad. It's really bad, dude. And just like, there's no real good sequences. I wouldn't even Was this released on streaming or was it in theaters? No, this is in the
theaters. Wow, because I'm looking at the box office return right now, $5 million. That's terrible. Yeah. I mean, there's no way this movie costs that much. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way it costs less than that.
It felt like it was a money laundering operation.
Really?
That movie,
oh, man.
And it just like the script felt like something from 1998 or something. Of
really?
Just like, they try to like Ocean 11 everything by saying like, this is the plan. We're gonna go and take out Salazar this way, and then while our team is taking him out on this end, we got lawyers to like shut down his finances on this end, and we're gonna set up all these different routes and stuff to get off the island, and we'll practice it, and we'll show you how everything is set up to then not use it. Like it's just so ridiculous.
Really, they don't.
Yeah, well, because like, so they set it all up that they're gonna infiltrate and get him to pay the money and stuff, and so like they're hurting him by taking out his businesses.
Right.
They're, he's got an oil rig that they wreck, and they and stuff like that. So then finally he Fisher Stevens is his lawyer's like, we'll give you the money, just stop fucking with our stuff. So and then it cuts to like 3 months later. And so then their main lawyer gets kidnapped, and so they have to infiltrate the island again. And luckily, all these scenarios that they had run, like all these escape plans, they still have on the island. They still have all the equipment there. So they're like, haha, we can still use all this stuff. So it all pays off later, but it's all set up in the first. It's an hour and a half movie, by the way. This is a quick, easy run. And it's like the first 45 minutes is set up for the final 45 minutes.
Oh, no.
And it just, it sucks.
Yeah, from the trailers, it just reminded me of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
See, I kind of like that because the characters in that had some personality.
No, and that's a weird thing to me because like I'm shocked that there wasn't in this, and the fact that as much as they were quirky in that movie was still kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
It's funny that he casted the same actress, Eiza Gonzalez.
Yes.
I think she's in both movies, and it's just like I don't understand.
Not great.
I mean,
really?
No. Well, I mean, she was in what was it? The Edgar Wright car movie, Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
She did well in that.
She's good in this. She's playing like a high class lawyer thing, and she basically just ends up being kidnapped, and luckily they put a tracker in her watch so they could track her anywhere.
Would you say she was better in Ungentlemanly Warfare?
Yes.
Okay.
I think everyone was. I feel like there was effort in that, and in this it didn't feel like there was any effort.
Maybe it was just like a money grab for guys. Because I mean, the thing right before this was Young Sherlock that he's working on.
Oh yeah,
with the TV show. So I can I don't know. It's just I probably won't go to the theater for that one, but like it's just I'm just shocked he's just doing these different types of films now. He's not like taking his what's the term for like his artist gimmick.
Right, like I get what you're saying.
It doesn't feel like a Guy Ritchie movie, like you said.
No, it doesn't feel his style at all. It feels like I'm work for hire on this.
Yeah,
everyone's they're gonna slap my name on it, and maybe it'll make some money internationally.
And I think that
Cavill's in it, and Gyllenhaal are big names, so you feel like
big time,
but it just feels like they're checked out through the entire film.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like they have some weird they have banter where it's they have a scene where one of them has to get arrested so they can infiltrate the police department so they can see how many guards there are and stuff like that, and they make just gay jokes about it of like, oh, well, you roughed up in there kind of thing, like, oh, I'm here with my husband, kind of deal.
Did he write it?
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah,
he wrote it.
Yeah, it just feels off, like the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just in this slump right now after the divorce with Madonna.
That's what it became.
A while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
she's still believing.
I think that was around Aladdin, right? When it started.
No. Swept Away. It was Swept Away. They did that movie together, and then
that's when they ended. Oh wow, okay.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but
well, I mean, some people are hurt longer than others.
He still is not over it.
Some could say he's obsessed.
Obsessed. Yeah. He could say he's in the gray with his feelings.
No, that's true.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, in the gray.
In the gray. I watched it, so you don't have to.
Yeah. From what you're describing, it feels like, not that they're all horrible, but it does sound like more like a streaming movie.
It really
straight
does.
To streaming,
I was surprised it was in theaters.
Yeah.
Which is better, In the Gray or The Gray?
The Gray for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? Wow.
The Gray with Liam Neeson?
No. I'm thinking of the. Am I?
You talking about the Gray Man?
Yeah, sorry, Gray Man with Chris Evans.
We're gonna do a Gray triple feature action movie. We're gonna watch The Gray.
No, you got to save that one for last because
Yeah.
you got to sit through the bad ones before you get the good.
And In the Gray.
But the Gray Man, I forgot that's what it was called.
That was better too because
really?
Yet again, I feel like Gosling.
That was Gosling, yeah.
And you had Chris Evans doing some interesting stuff as a villain in that one.
Yeah, I mean there were elements of it. But the movie as a whole wasn't too great. It was
I don't even remember the plot of that movie.
The trailer was better than the whole movie.
But that was it the Russos did that one?
Yeah. And they can, when they're not doing Marvel, it's like you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get like stuff like Cherry.
Oh yeah.
That's true. They did do that, yeah.
Jeez.
That was rough.
Yeah. Yeah, so would you recommend it to people?
No. I don't even think it's like there's nothing. It's so paper thin.
Really,
there's really nothing to it.
No visuals,
no. I mean,
the action scenes are
the
whack.
one thing that drove me crazy too. Like they're supposed to be like this elite espionage group.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them, when they're like planning stuff, it would cut from one of them to another. But they're in different locations. Each one are talking on their phone. Like they have their phone out in front of them on speaker. And they're like talking like about how they're going to take over a village. They're like, yeah, so why are you not using like a
headphones?
Bluetooth piece or something? Why are you talking like a boomer on your phone? Like I think maybe it was like product placement to show the phones. They weren't iPhones or whatever, but it was just like they're holding it out to the camera.
What?
Yeah, like so. Like Henry Cavill has his phone out upside down like this, like just okay. We're gonna take out the targets. Like straight to camera. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Is like the screen facing the camera, or
no, like the back of the phone is facing the camera.
Yeah, it's
they're not
like
iPhones.
Product
but not iPhones.
Samsung.
Do you know? Wow,
I don't even know, but it was just like it was so bizarre to see, and all three of them at the same time. It was cutting from one location to another, and they're all doing this.
Really,
it's very like deliberate.
And it's like,
one person has the phone to their ear.
The speaker sounds great on these Samsung phones. Yeah, they do. That's how I'm able to hear you.
They're all holding it like this and talking, and I'm like, that's such a boomer move.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, weird. You know?
Well, I'm glad I didn't go see it then.
Yeah, it's a big ad for like ATVs and motorcycles.
Of course,
because they're like, how do we get to that side of the island? Well, we have to take these ATVs.
Yeah,
which are all like labels all over.
Of course,
yeah. It's craziness.
Man, that's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's just. I think, like you were just saying, these guys who came up in the 90s, they're all the independent filmmakers. Because they've been in now by this point, they're so rich. They've been in the game for so long.
Heat's kind of gone off.
Heat's gone off. They're getting older, and it's like they're not as hungry as they used to be.
Yeah. Like, I think Running Man was better than this for sure, but it's still, even Running Man, I was like, where's the bite to it? You know, where's the signature? I'm looking for these, like, the signature of these directors is gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just they've been in that game for so long. It's just, like I said, they're not hungry anymore, so it's difficult for them to be able to come up with new shit constantly.
Like Tarantino's right. Maybe he's like, after 10 movies, I'm out, because you start just becoming a machine.
Right, right.
Like, I don't know how many movies Guy
Ritchie
has got under his belt, but there's a few of them.
I mean,
I think he's in, 30s of him directing?
Directing? Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it's...
he's putting like 2 out a year.
I would say, well, he's been doing some TV, though.
He's at 16 now? 15, 16?
All right.
Yeah.
Because there's been Young Sherlock and then the Gentleman TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not bad.
It's not bad,
It's pretty good.
I like The Gentleman. I thought it was kind of, it
was back to his roots.
Harkens back to that stuff,
And that's why I was like, okay, now he's going to continue that. Like, I was one of the people who didn't hate King Arthur. I would have loved to see more. But, like, I understood the problems with it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, there was so many places to jump off from that movie.
He got a lot of heat for that. A lot of shit for that.
And I think maybe that's why he's pulled back, because he's like, I took a chance on that, and it didn't work out. So
he's at 18, 17, and then 2 more coming up. So
keeps working.
Yeah.
The one coming up is Young Sherlock, more as an episode, I think.
Yeah, that's a television show. Yeah. So he's directed
one movie.
Directed 2 episodes of that.
Yeah, I watched that Young Sherlock. Not great.
I didn't jump into that. I wasn't interested. I was like,
There was a Lock, Stock and Barrel, Lock, Stock TV show.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
He wasn't a director, but he's a writer and producer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Never knew about that.
I didn't know there was a Snatch TV show too.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
What?
All of his shows get a TV show.
Yeah. Try and get whatever dollars you can out of that.
I mean,
well, I hope that anything he puts out, coming up is a little better. I'm a little disappointed to hear that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going to be.
Now,
that bad.
if you could, like, if you were able to, let's say, the next movie he does is like something that you want him to do, would you want him to just go back to London and stick to something in there?
No, because I don't think like you need it location wise. I mean,
because there's the dialogue that he's known for.
Yeah,
and I think it's London based mostly. But
that's true. Like when he does write like The Gentleman and stuff like that, there is a tempo and a kind of just the way that things kind of just falls out of people's mouths. There's a rhythm to it. And
I think he still did well with, because Wrath of Man with Jason Statham, like he still had some British elements in there, but it took place in America.
Yeah,
and like it was gritty but less comedic, and so it still worked somewhat. Obviously, not a lot of people saw it, and it didn't do. I don't know how well it did in the box office, but I would say he's still got some merit in that. And I think if he just sticks to his, I mean, I would hate for him to just stick to doing crime films,
right? Yeah.
Like, because I think he's got good vision for ensemble casts and stuff. Yeah. So absolutely. I could see him, taking something bigger on, but it's just like, I don't know if he's always writing for himself, but maybe he should take on something for someone else wrote and he's just directing. I don't know.
I agree. Yeah.
Because that works sometimes pretty well by like, this person wrote it, but I put my flair on it.
Yeah, if you can find a good partnership. Focus,
and he just focuses on his vision instead of just the dialogue, and he's good.
Yeah. Well, don't go see this movie, I guess, unless you want to waste some time, I suppose.
I'm sure it'll be on Tubi soon.
Yeah.
Tubi.
And then let's just jump in some of the trailers that were released recently. Let's start up with the Vought trailer.
Yeah, like 2 days after the end of The Boys, they decided, we're going to show you what our next Boys prequel series will be Vought Rising.
Vought Rising.
Which is the start of like it's set in 1950. It's Soldier Boy's startup and rise.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an interesting trailer. I mean, there's not a lot to it right now. We're just seeing kind of like the start of his team, which is I think that's Payback, or I don't know what the name of it is, but you know, we see the what's that guy's name? Bomb guy? I don't know. We see a few of the guys that we saw.
Oh, Torpedo.
Yeah. And the stuff that is not talked about is like there's a African American character that's getting experimented on. It looks like, and who doesn't seem to be part of the team, but maybe it's because of there's some racial stuff in it because you know it's set when it is. So I'd be interested to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I wish they named it something else. Vought Rising just doesn't have
it's a rough name. Yeah,
it is.
Like The Boys, you get that, and then
right.
It's Vought Rising. It's like I don't know what you would call it. Also, I'm wondering if like that'd be cool if that black male in the trailer turned out to be what's his name, the head of Vought.
Stanley Edgar.
Yeah, I know that wouldn't make sense, but like if he's
that
if he started there and then became that. But you know, part of me I don't really care. Like I hate to say it, but I was like I don't really care to see how Vought became what it is or how it started.
Right.
And like unless there's going to be some element in there that just changes it all up, I just don't think it's going to be.
Well, it's not coming out till next year, so I think this is really early to put this trailer out.
That's true, but it's like we have Invincible and so many other superhero stuff. It's like if I had to choose, I'd probably skip Vought Rising just because like I'm being I got Spider-Man, I got the Punisher movie, I got
and they canceled Gen V, which we didn't really talk about Gen V at all, but like that was supposed to get a third season and that got canceled, and those characters got kind of they show up at the end of The Boys, and they're like, all right, you're just gonna go to Canada with these people.
Yeah,
like that's what happened to that whole cast. They just end up in that truck going to Canada. Like what a way to kill those characters.
Did you watch that show?
I did, and it was they were setting it up where Marie, the main girl in that, she was going to be more powerful than Homelander. So a lot of people were thinking she was going to show up at the finale of Boys and be one of those to help take him out. And then to be like, nah, never mind. We're done with your characters. Like, that was really brutal.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for those actors, too, because they thought they were getting another season. And
right.
Then it's like, no.
That sucks.
I'm surprised they never really made a boys fighting game.
Yeah,
that's
or
true.
like some kind of video game.
That's true. The Mortal Kombat one.
Yeah, just like a. I know they brought Homelander as a DLC character into Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
but I was just like, I'm surprised they never. Just of how brutal the show is, like
you could have some interesting stuff with like the Deep and
because they just came out with or it's about to come out the Invincible video game where it's a fighting game.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah, so
it's like that cell animated look.
Yeah. We also got a new Lanterns trailer. This is for the Green Lantern show that's coming up on HBO Max.
To help you forget about the first trailer, we're going to wash that away.
Don't worry, there's green, guys. There's green.
It doesn't exist anymore. Like, literally, they got rid of that first trailer. You can't find it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, they pulled it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So they literally are like, don't mind. That didn't exist.
I mean, it was a weird choice to just have it be like this kind of like cop show kind of thing, but not showing, which we know that's what Green Lanterns is, but like not showing any type of Green Lantern power at all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, here's these two guys.
See, I kept thinking maybe it was just they just didn't get to edit all the effects yet.
Yeah, that could be it.
And,
and maybe they rushed it for this trailer.
Yeah. I think maybe you're right. I'm trying to think of like what the justification would be for something like that. It's just it's not even we haven't even had Comic-Con yet, so I don't know. I don't know what it could. If that was the case, I don't know why they would rush it to put it out. I don't know.
I think it was just they were getting enough pressure from the people who saw the first trailer that they're like, there's so many things wrong with it, and like people
it didn't get a lot of love yet.
No, and then a bunch of people online are just posting about like, I don't need to see this, or James Gunn's universe is not looking so good, and they don't need that for
Well, did the second trailer hype you up for it at all?
A little bit, yeah. I was like, okay, so I was wrong to think some things about it where I was like, there is a sort of green suit. I guess it turns green when he has it on or whatever.
Powered up.
But I was like, maybe he's got an older ring than
Jon Stewart's.
No, because they're sharing the ring. What's his name?
Oh, Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I only recently learned this because I didn't read a lot of Green Lantern stuff, but I looked it up because I was curious. I was like, apparently, Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan were around at the same time. It was just the ring chose Hal Jordan because he was closer, and they were both. Because
I like that so bad.
There is a comic that says that there are two people who are worthy on the planet, and but then I guess he's off in space, and then another ringer comes in contact with Guy Gardner, so that's why he doesn't know there's another human.
Oh, okay.
Lantern, because I guess he comes back.
Yeah.
Or at least in the comics, he does retire. Yeah. And then he's got to train Jon Stewart. So I think that's what this is. But I'm wondering if he's gonna turn bad at some point, down the line as a parallax type of. Because they keep saying afraid in the trailer. I was like, is that anything? And then the beam. I think it's just satellite because I don't think the Red Lanterns do that type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it seemed like a focused laser.
You're right.
So I thought it was a Red Lantern thing, but it's like, no, it looks like a maybe evil satellite thing. So maybe there's aliens, bad guys of some sort.
It looks like, too, in the trailer, we get a little flashback to young Jon Stewart watching Hal Jordan on TV. It's like a young version of the character, but he's not wearing a mask, which I'm like, oh, so is he just I just my identity's out there.
Yeah, man. That's the thing. In the comics the government knew he was Green Lantern, because he was also part of the pilot. He was a pilot.
I think so.
I just don't recall. I don't remember.
It depends what continuity.
Well, that is true. Yeah,
because in the Silver Age stuff, he had the little domino mask, and that was enough to fool anyone. So.
True.
Yeah. I know who Jon Stewart is in the comics, but every single time you guys say it, I can't think Jon Stewart Daily Show.
No, it's confusing.
Because I didn't read that much Green Lantern comics growing up, so
I didn't read. I was introduced to Jon Stewart through the Justice League TV show.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh,
that's
cool.
That's how I found out about
him. And then and then I read some of his stuff later. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but when we had Phil Moore was at the comic book shop.
Oh yeah.
And he talked about there's a whole generation of Jon Stewart is their Green Lantern. They didn't know who Hal Jordan was.
Yeah, right. But there's just there's a whole generation who Hal Jordan is their Lantern.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty crazy.
So
and I only knew that there was another Green Lantern because in the Superman series, Hal Jordan makes an appearance in one episode because they were slowly introducing some other superheroes. And so I was just like, I'm excited to see. I don't know how the show will go. I'm interested. It looks like it could be fun, but I don't know that compared to Peacemaker, how different the show looks.
Yeah,
it's how are they going to play this?
This is definitely more
serious,
and dirty.
And it seems more serious than Peacemaker. It's just are they going to get as wild, or is it just going to kind of stay toned down until the end, where something crazy happens? And
looks more cinematic.
Yeah.
Looks more like No Country for Old Men.
And
good call. Yeah.
And it's HBO, so I'm always down for an HBO thing. They never usually put out something that's not worth watching. So I'm
they have their very few missteps for sure.
Yeah. I don't think it was a great way to name the show just Lanterns. I think you should have said Green Lantern or I know it probably sounds cheesy, but it's just that's what it is. It's Green.
Yeah.
So unless we're gonna let's follow lanterns from all different of the reds, orange. No.
Finally, we got the Coyote versus Acme trailer. This is the movie starring Will Forte.
Meep.
John Cena.
John Cena's in it, and
the great Will Forte.
Will Forte. This is a movie that was put on hold.
This was shelved. Yeah.
Put
in the vault.
It was never to see the light of day.
They had made it in something like 2025, I think. So 2026 is when they made it. 2025.
I think 2024.
Four.
maybe.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024. And yeah, they just said no, we're not going to release this.
Yeah.
After fan backlash, and Wolf Ortiz talked about this on some of the podcasts. So he said this is bullshit. Like, why are they doing this?
And it was
really hard on this.
Yeah, it was being already being shown to reviews and different audiences, and it was getting great reviews.
Yeah.
Right. We had the success of The Day the Earth Blew Up, which came out recently, and
Brought up, and that was brought up by Ketchup Entertainment, who they purchased it from Warner Brothers too. I think because I don't think that was going to get a release.
No,
right?
either.
It was supposed to get shelved too.
Yeah.
Yep. And we all saw A Day the Earth Blew Up. We went to go see it as a group with all the bros.
Yep.
What a great film! We loved it.
It was fun.
It was
fun.
fun.
Fun little outing.
Yeah.
You know.
It was well written. There was a lot of funny moments in it, and because of the success of that, I think the budget was $15 million, box office was $15 million. You know, so, but I mean, there was fan interest in it. So when that happened, they went back and said, okay, we're going to release Coyote versus Acme. So we're excited for this. I've always loved Coyote and the Roadrunner. Wolf Ortiz is a great actor. We have John Cena in it. You know, so John Cena has his comedy chops. Wolf Ortiz is a comedian. So I'm interested in seeing what they do with it. So obviously, it looks like the plot is, because we all know from the cartoons, the Coyote who gets the Acme products, and he's literally blow up in his face. So now he's suing Acme.
He's had enough.
He's had enough of this. So it's a fun premise. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
And Wolf Ortiz plays the lawyer defending him.
This will be a stretch. I'm hoping the actor passed away, but maybe he filmed it before he passed away. Is the actor who played the judge from Ghostbusters 2? Hoping he plays a judge. His last role as the judge in this movie for Acme, and maybe
It's Luis Guzman who's playing the judge in this.
Oh man!
So Luis Guzman's fun.
I know he's fun. He's fun, but
You want Judge Scalia?
Yeah. And he could tell me about the Scolari brothers.
Yeah.
Put him he gave him the chair.
Give him a chair. Are you guys gonna go see this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, definitely.
I love the look of the trailer and the feel of it. Like it's like coming from the Acme company because they're being sued. Like it's like it's this great little tongue in cheek thing. And then I think it's like Foghorn Leghorn looks to be in charge of Acme. Which I'm like, that's interesting. That's funny.
I'm eager to see which way the jokes go. If they're gonna go more adult or stay like in a kid range. Because there's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that's like top tier.
Yeah.
Even we saw that as a kid, so it's like and it still holds up. So I'm just like, will they? I hope they won't date it with like today terms and jokes. Like it's in its own world.
I know I'm pretty alone on this island, but I really liked Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Back in Action was
Which one was that? Was that Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
It
I never saw that one.
It wasn't terrible.
It's not bad.
People give it a lot of hate, but it's not terrible.
It's not bad.
Okay.
So I hope it's kind of like it's very meta because
Well, like I revisited Space Jam not too long ago. It just didn't hold up for me. I don't know what it is. I went back in. I was like, oh yeah, I remember. And I was like, okay, there was funny, but I wasn't like enjoying myself as much as
Space Jam.
I don't know.
It's interesting when you watch it because of how many internal references they do. Like they do a Pulp Fiction joke in Space Jam, and it's just like it's very like Scary Movie almost.
Yeah,
maybe that's why. Maybe I just want them to be able to hone their own jokes in there, and they don't need to pull from outside.
Check out Back in Action.
All right, I'll have to give it a go because I tried with that Bullwinkle movie. I was like,
yeah, that was
Robert.
Yeah, that wasn't. I watched that one time. I was like, yeah.
The swing and a miss.
Yeah. So I'll have to check. Did they do another one after that though with Steve Martin?
Martin is in Back in Action.
Oh, that's okay. That's the same movie.
He's the antagonist.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go see it. I'm excited to see again. Catch up. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man. Catch
up. Yeah, it's heroes of the day. We also got the Evil Dead Burn trailer.
Dead Burn.
What did you guys think of this?
I mean, it looks great. It looks the same as. I mean, it definitely feels the same as Evil Dead Rise. It's in the same vein.
I'm the one thing just because I'm the continuity is the book is not bound in the the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just in a regular cover.
Yeah,
and I'm
we saw
like,
that,
why
yeah.
did someone remove the pages? I know there's more than one book, obviously,
Yeah.
from the.
You gotta
third
make
movie.
copies, you know.
Well, no, the
No.
third Evil Dead film, Army of Darkness. There's the three
multiple
books,
books.
multiple
Yeah.
books. So I'm like, that's the problem with inverse stuff. It's just like, if this is not a reboot, I'm gonna be referencing the older films, you know. And so I know people have said you don't see the book in Rise, right?
No, it's a recording, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a recording.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so I get it. All right.
Oh, you never
So
watched
reading
Rise?
the book.
No, I missed it. I've been. And
Rise is great.
No,
Yeah, it's
everybody.
good.
Yeah,
It's
no,
good,
I want to see it because everybody tells me it's amazing. So, but it's just like
It's very like it doesn't go off the same like. It's interesting to me these movies because
none of them goes.
The
I'm gonna have your soul.
Yeah, the first three,
Yeah.
you know, you Evil Dead 1, 2, and then Army of Darkness are very funny, very campy.
Right.
No, yeah.
Right.
And then, you know, when they did the reboot, they were going like, oh, no, we're going to lean into the horror element.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
into
serious.
the gore.
Yeah.
And then Rise is even more so.
Right.
You know, so...
Yeah.
And, you know, so and Burn looks like it's going the same way. It's in that same kind of vein. I would like to go back to the weird and wacky, but then, you know, you have like Ash versus the Evil Dead show for that.
Right.
Yeah, true. But like, it's just I'd like to follow one person. I don't know, like just so it's like, oh, this is a new family. Most of them are gonna die.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know.
You
should
want
I
an
be-
Ash or something
I want
like
an
that.
Ash or someone to root for.
Yeah.
Right.
To like maybe in this new one, someone from the last one comes in to save the day or help
Yeah.
out. So I'll have to see Rise before I see this new one. But I are they the same director?
It's not the same director, because the director of Rise did The Mummy.
Yeah, that's it.
This
yeah.
is Sebastian Vanek,
Vanek.
something like that. I'm sure saying his name wrong,
Yeah, so I mean,
He's-
I just
I think it's
wonder if this is just his own. Is it going to be his own reboot, or is it?
They
like,
say it's all in the same world, but you know.
okay. I do, yeah. That's the thing. It's just like I like characters to cross over. If this
Yeah.
is a new series, like if this is a trilogy, if this is I don't know, but
Yeah, I hear you.
but it still looks good. Looks
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, the trailer was interesting.
Yeah.
And then we also got a Godzilla -0 trailer.
Yes.
Yes.
This looks pretty cool. This is obviously from the same people who did Godzilla -1,
Yes.
which he did it for what, under like 10 million,
Under 10, yeah.
something like that. He this is a little more of a budget. Apparently, his budget now is 15, so they're still not giving him a ton of money. But
Hey.
but
That's
like we were
giant.
saying,
That's huge. Yeah.
like we were saying, it keeps probably directors hungry. So
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
if
it's good.
if,
and to an
if you
extent.
make a movie and then you get Steven Spielberg to come over to you as like a fan of your movie,
Yeah, man.
that's a great compliment.
great compliment.
well, and we've talked about it when -1 came out. Like the director is a visual effects guy.
Yeah.
So that's how he got his bones, and that's why he's so good at keeping it under budget.
Right.
Is like he knows exactly what shots to use. He knows exactly what effects he's able to do.
Yeah.
So that's been really a good thing for him and making these movies. And this looks, from the teaser, there's not a lot that we know. We know it's set a couple of years after.
2 years after the one from 2 years after the events from Godzilla
Yeah.
-1.
And it looks like Godzilla's landfalling in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's
Matthew
interesting.
Broderick better be there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ready to give her a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
I just hope at this time in Japan the guy's like, and he's putting something together. He's like, Sony, and then it's for the first. He's developed. He's the earliest. He's the guy who created Sony Entertainment. And he's like, he gets the PS. A P. Some ink dribbles over the S, and he's like,
Yeah.
PS. PlayStation, but no, I'm gonna hold on to that till the 90s. So then we get a later movie.
40 years later.
Or
Godzilla's back.
One of the Japanese scientists is following Godzilla to New York, and he sees an Italian plumber
There you go.
go into a tunnel to get away from Godzilla. And he's like, oh.
And then he looks to his right and sees a dead turtle on his
Yeah.
and flipped over on his shell. He's like, oh. And then some guy yelling out of the way, "Hey Mario! Hey!"
Write that down and save that for 40 years.
And then it turns to a fruit guy on on the, with a cart on the side of the road, and he's biting into a peach. Princess Peach.
Then he starts singing. Then he starts singing.
They sing, dun, 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 dun.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Okay.
It's all connected, folks.
It looks great, and I'm really excited. I love Godzilla, -1, so I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
So, and it follows the same people. So, and we're gonna see what happened to you remember the girl got blasted by the shockwave. She had
She
some
had
kind
black
of
goo
robe
on her.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
what
she's
does
a
that-
Godzilla.
Maybe it's a what's the character that grows in size in Japan that fights the kaiju? I forget the character.
Ultraman?
Yeah, maybe she's like turns into an Ultraman. Type
That
of
would
thing.
be
that'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
I forget what I was going to say before that. So, never mind.
Hopefully, you can remember it.
That's
the helpful segue.
Right?
Hopefully.
true, but now your segue just made me forget it even more. So
Well,
go on, go continue.
I hope this helps you remember.
Let's hope so.
We also got Hope teaser, which is I think it's a South Korean film.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about it, Chad? Because you're the one that brought it to our attention. I know nothing about this.
Yeah, I don't know the plot because I've only seen the pretty teaser trailer right now, and it seems like at least I don't know if it's post-apocalyptic or at least like some devastating thing has happened in South Korea, and you see like a town torn to shreds and a police car like speeding down there, and this woman police officer stands out with an automatic rifle, and but then you hear a car or a person running out of an alley, and a car is just toppling over and crushes them, and then it makes all these cuts to different things, people being hunted and chased by these creatures, and I don't know if it's one creature or just well, actually no, there was that big tall alien
multiple,
thing.
but
so maybe there's an invasion of sorts.
Yeah, so it seems that it's not post-apocalyptic. It takes place on a village near the demilitarized zone.
Okay.
So I'm guessing like the kind of post-apocalyptic scenes that we saw in the trailer is the DMZ, like abandoned villages.
Oh, that
in the
makes sense,
DMZ.
yeah.
I guess that's what it seems like.
Yeah, because if they, because a lot of the shots were in the woods as well, and like maybe that's like outside of the city. That's being DMZ, and maybe there's just a loose contaminant.
Probably, yeah. So, and so now it's attacking people, and it looks like the villagers have to go in there and try to fight this thing.
Yeah.
Which I was saying it was like a quiet place.
It looks very
seems
quiet
like,
place. Yeah.
Those kind of creatures that are like on all fours. And,
And
well,
also,
there was one tall alien green thing that was like
Yeah.
weirdly walking around. But no, I'm intrigued by it. It's
it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so they always South Korea and like Thailand, that area, they're always coming out with something new.
Yeah, dude. Especially South Korean films are killing it, dude. Killing it. They're making a lot of good shit. So yeah, let me know when you go see it, Chad.
Definitely.
I want to go see it with you.
It'll probably be in Monterey again.
Yeah. There you go.
It's like it's big enough. I'm hoping it gets big enough so we don't have to go that far.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for us. Got to cover. Please, like you were saying, like, subscribe. Like we always say at the end of this, like, subscribe. We're on
Instagram. We're on the X, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we ever check it, but
just a bunch of hate comments.
Yeah, but we're also we're there on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Podcasts. So yeah, please rate and review.
We recently released clips of we filmed our last episode.
Yeah, you get to see our mugs.
Yeah, thanks to Danny it was just more of an experiment to see how that would work because we're not very good visual guys so Danny helped us set us up. Our friend Danny Zach helped us set up, and so I posted some clips, some shorts of us from that episode on YouTube. So go check them out if you want to see how ugly we really look. We're pretty fucking hideous.
I'm amorphous blob on the screen.
One of our shorts has 200 views, which is pretty nice.
There you go.
So yeah, it's just us just talking about how Chad would be locked into a sarcophagus from Cronin's The Mummy, and him just eating candy bars and coming out with powers. And
that's my one wish.
There you go.
There it is. Like, put me in a sarcophagus and fill it up with Milky Ways, baby.
So yeah, check us out. Thanks everybody. You want to take us out, Chad?
Yes. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Enter the Nerdom. Stan's already covered the liking and the subscribing, and Watson's already covered the places to do such things. So all we have left to say is what we usually say at the end of the episode, which is Enter the Nerdom, exit the...
We're still on. I'm just waiting.
Willow tree.
The one wish.
I mean, people get the wish willow. You know, willow wish.
No, I don't think so.
Exit this podcast.